It's football time in East Central Ohio.
From AVC Sports and WBNV, Barnesville Woodsfield's 93 BNV. Now it's time to head for the field for tonight's game on WBNV.
93 BNV.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Friday night of high school football. Tonight, coming to you from Monroe Memorial Park in Woodsfield, a battle of unbeaten teams, the 7-0 Barnesville Shamrocks and the 7-0 Monroe Central Seminoles. I'm Jeff Stevens along with Mark Brown here tonight. Nice crowd gathering and a lot of interest here. I'm looking across the way here, Mark, and I'm seeing cars parked places that I've never seen cars before.
Yes, Barnesville brought a nice crowd up, as they always do, and Monroe a nice crowd on this side. The visiting bleachers not real big, so a lot of fans from Barnesville standing along the fence on outside of the field. So yeah, very nice crowd. And Jeff, you couldn't ask for a better night. This is just perfect night for high school football.
Oh, just super. The temperature, gentle little breeze blowing, but not enough to matter as far as the play. A lot of anticipation here. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on what they think is going to happen tonight, but that's why they play the game, and we'll see. Looking. At the future schedules of the two teams here, it's kind of interesting here. Barnesville playing their final road game of the year, and Monroe Central playing their final home game of the year.
And another interesting game tonight. While we got a minute here, we'll be watching Barnesville's final opponent in 2 weeks is Union Local. They are also undefeated, and they are playing an undefeated St. Clairsville team tonight. So that'll be another interesting one to watch. And in the OVAC and in the computer ratings, Union Local just a little bit ahead of Barnesville in both of those. So this game tonight, Barnesville, they're thinking if they can win, and Monroe Central, they're going to get a lot of points, whoever wins this game tonight. And so that'll be a big factor. And, of course, UL, they know they can get a lot of points if they can beat St. Clairsville tonight. So it'll be interesting to watch that game also.
And before we get into the specifics about the game tonight, let's give our first read here to our sponsors for the game tonight, because without these sponsors, we would not be able to bring you high school football. West 40 Auto Sales, Doane Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Hissam's Service Center, Barnesville Hospital WVU Medicine, BMT Golf Shop and Golf Academy, Stars Used Cars, Hartley and Marshall LLC, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, Allen Hunter State Farm, Rumor Loudon, Barnesville Dairy Queen, Belmont Dodge, and Hendershot Detailing. Thank you to those sponsors. We'll go ahead and let's step aside for a couple of messages here, and when we come back, we'll give you some more details as far as the specific players in tonight's game. Back in a moment.
Experience top-tier healthcare and cutting-edge technology, and a place where you are more than just a patient, your family. State-of-the-art facilities and a dedicated team of doctors and nurses are committed to providing exceptional care tailored to your needs. All of the skilled professionals use the latest technology to ensure you receive the best care possible. WVU Medicine Barnesville Hospital would like to wish good luck to the Barnesville Shamrocks.
At Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Buy for less. Buy for less. Buy for less. We'll have you rocking and reeling when you see our dealing, and you'll buy for less.
You'll be rocking and reeling and rolling out in a brand new car, truck, minivan, or sport utility when you see Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep. You'll always get the best service and selection when you buy for less at Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep. Don't be tricked into paying high prices. At Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep, there's never any pressure or tricks. You'll just buy for less, and that's what everyone really wants.
We'll have you rocking and reeling when you see our dealing, and you'll buy for less.
See your friends down the road. Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 780 East Main Street in Barnesville.
Looking to up your golf game? Visit the BMT Golf Shop and Golf Academy. conveniently located at the Cambridge Country Club. They've got the latest gear from top brands like Titleist, TaylorMade, and Ping, offering custom fittings, club repair, and both private and group lessons. They've got you covered. Plus, enjoy year-round play with 2 state-of-the-art simulator bays featuring over 150,000 courses. Contact Golf Pro Sean Thompson to learn more about memberships at 740-432-2107. The BMT Golf Shop proudly supports all local schools on and off the field.
You're locked on to high school football from AVC Sports.
93 BNV.
Back here at Monroe Memorial Park in Woodsfield, the Barnesville Shamrocks. Regular season, 33 consecutive wins by the Shamrocks, and I haven't seen anything listed on this, but I looked up the other day. They've won 19 consecutive road games regular season on that. So, and I think, Coach Allen has done a great job, throughout the past and especially this year, keeping his group focused on the task at hand.
And right now, that's the second longest winning streak in the state of Ohio.
Yes, Garraway was beaten last week, so only Marion Local has more. The Shamrocks won the toss, and they will receive as we wait for both teams to come on the field. Mark, why don't you go ahead and give us those Barnesville starters on the offensive lineup with one change this week?
Yes, for those that were at the game last week or listened or watched here on television, you remember Braden Lucas, a senior, one of the better linemen, went out with a knee injury. That injury is serious. He will be out for the rest of the season. He's going to require surgery, so we hope everything goes well for him, and he will be replaced by Dylan Lucas tonight. The other lineman, the center, will be Marshall Mead. Again, the guards will be Dylan Lucas and Christian Hannes. The tackles will be Luke Taylor and Salvador Almaraz. The tight end will be Brady McIntyre. The other players, the quarterback, senior Casey Carpenter. The running backs will be Trey Tulliver. The tailback, the fullback will be Kobe Jones. The wide receivers, Camden Carpenter and Eli Messenger. So again, those will be your starters for Barnesville tonight on offense.
And we'll try to hit some of the key members of the Monroe Central defense as we go here. I think one thing for people to watch, and again, we're coming to you tonight on WBNV Radio and also live on YRP TV, on Facebook and YouTube. So please tune in. I'm sure there's a lot of people. Also want to thank the 2 athletic directors, Brad Hannes of Barnesville and Logan Benninger of Monroe Central, for putting out on whoever does on the social media the fact that we are live streaming tonight on YRP TV and some of that. As you can see there on the field, this is senior night here at Monroe Central, and there's seniors all coming out with the lighted spear, and part of the tradition here at the Seminoles. And now we'll come out and remove those spears, and we'll be ready to get underway here just within a few moments. As I said, Barnesville will get first crack. And I think, Mark, one of the big things to look at, Monroe Central has not went up against a team this year with the physicality of what Barnesville will present.
Well, that's what we figure. If Barnesville has an advantage, it will be in the line play tonight. They have a very good offensive and defensive line, and they just have not been tested. Almost every game they've played this year has been a running clock in the second half. So we'll see, how they handle this, and see how Monroe Central also, how they handle a situation like this, especially against a team with a very good line.
Now, also, I'm pretty certain that Monroe Central can present a bit of a problem to Barnesville. The Shamrock defense has not went up against a quarterback with the athleticism and the versatility of Monroe Central's Tucker Howe. So the line play will be important to give Howe a chance to do what he does best. So, a lot of things will be kind of interesting here to see how things develop.
And when Tucker goes back to pass, Barnesville will get pressure on him, but he's such a good athlete, he can get away from that and extend plays and make first downs. And that'll be something Barnesville, I'm sure they worked on that this week in practice.
I watched the film of Monroe Central's game at Shenandoah last week, and there was one play in the game there where he rolled to the left, went back clear to the right, come clear back to the left, and was able to get the pass off. So like I said, he can extend plays, but he's going to have a pretty potent defensive line and linebackers coming at him. The officials there in the middle of the field and kind of waiting for that clock to run down here. I guess we don't want to start 30 seconds early. Jeff Leffler is the head referee tonight. He'll be the man in the white hat out there. 5-man officiating crew, it looks like. Both teams are ready to go. Barnesville will be dressed in all white tonight, white pants, green jerseys with the green numbers and their green helmets. Monroe Central, black pants, gold jerseys with black numbers and black on the top of the jerseys and their gold helmets. And from our vantage point right here, Mark, I tell you, I think the gold jerseys and the black numbers should be pretty easy to see.
Yeah, the problem is that Barnesville, those green numbers on white shirts, if they get a little bit dirty. And by the way, we should mention this field, a grass field, and it is in amazing shape. You can't see any bald spots or anything hardly anywhere.
For as much wear as it's had this year, with this was 5th varsity game and some JV games, junior high, youth league, but when a lack of rain, there's not been any wet nights. And we're ready to go here. Monroe Central will kick off here. Wyatt Cohen will be the place kicker. The trio of Shamrocks are deep. Cam Carpenter in the middle.
Cam Carpenter having an outstanding senior season. He's running the ball, catching the ball, playing great defense.
I tell you, as you can probably hear, there's a lot of noise here tonight and quite a bit right down below us. And we're
small town football, it's great.
And we're ready to get underway. That's 7 o'clock. There we go.
Nice kick. This will be Cam Carpenter. He'll bring it up the middle right now. There's a hole, and he is up to the 40, just short of the 40, before he is tackled and brought down. He'll get it out to about the 37-yard line, it looks like.
And pretty good field position for the Shamrocks on that first possession. As we said, Shamrocks won the toss, and I think, when you have a very potent offense, take the ball and try to get one on the board early.
38-yard line.
And they spotted about the 38, first down Shamrocks.
Casey Carpenter, the senior at quarterback. Kobe Carpenter, the junior fullback. And the tailback is sophomore Trey Tolliver. And it goes to Tolliver, and he bursts through the line, and he's off to the races. And he will be tripped up at the last second. He had nobody there. Who caught that, Jeff? A great play.
Cooper Howe got a shoestring and brought him down, but Tolliver's going to get all the way down to the 30-yard line, about 42 yards.
So a 42-yard run for Trey Tolliver, the sophomore tailback, and he is over 700 yards already this year rushing. Casey Carpenter goes over to the sideline, gets the call.
32 yards.
32, okay, thank you.
First math mistake of the night.
Most likely not the left. Okay, we have an I formation. Camden Carpenter in motion, goes to the right. This will be a sweep, and this will be Tolliver, and he'll get over, and he'll be close to the first down as he goes to the right, and he will pick up. Looks like we'll see where they mark it down. I think it's going to be just short. Maybe about 8 yards.
Looks like going to put him down on the 23-yard line.
About 7 yards. And Cooper Howe with the tackle. That'll bring up a 2nd and 3 for Barnesville. The ball on the Monroe 23-yard line. Casey Carpenter behind Marshall Mead, his center. He'll put Cam Carpenter in motion. Handoff again to Tolliver. He breaks through, and he's still on his feet, and the ball comes loose, and he is fumbled, and we'll see who's got it. And it will be a Monroe Central fumble reception. And you see that a lot of times, Jeff, when somebody is fighting for that extra yard.
And that's it right there. You can see on the replay, Tolliver fighting for that extra yardage, and I'm not real sure who came up with that fumble. I think it's Tucker Howe, but the gain down to the 6-yard line, so that's about another 17-yard gain. But the fumble will give Monroe Central the possession. So the first break of the game, Tolliver knocking off a lot of yardage there.
And Barnesville down to the 5-yard line on only 4 plays before turning it over.
So now, not real good field position for the Seminoles, but they kept the Shamrocks out of the end zone. Tucker Howe's the quarterback. He's in the shotgun, and we're going to get a whistle. And before the ball's even snapped, we're going to have a false start against Monroe Central. And that will take the ball back to about the 2.5-yard line. Well, they didn't mark. Why did they not mark off any yardage on the penalty? And now they are.
Wow, okay.
So that's a 2.5-yard penalty, or whatever you want to call it.
So 1st and 12.5, I guess.
Again, Tucker Howe as the quarterback in motion as Cooper Howe. And Tucker looks to run out of there. He's going to break some tackles, and he's got to cross the 15 to about the 16-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 14 yards and should be a first down.
Pickup to the 17-yard line, first down, Seminoles.
So Tucker Howe going right up over his interior lineman.
You know, the last few weeks, Tucker Howe has not carried the ball a lot, and that's by design, you know, trying to keep him obviously healthy. You know, but on a night like tonight, you know, a big game against a good opponent, I think you'll probably see Tucker Howe run the ball a little bit more than what he has the last few weeks. That is the first down for the Seminoles. And get a little breathing room now out to the 17-yard line. No score, just about a minute and a half into the game. Again, Cooper Howe in motion. Tucker Howe wants to throw. Scrambles to the outside, gets some pressure, upfield, and almost intercepted there. Knocked down there by, I think it's Cam Carpenter.
Yes. Just off the fingertips of Cam Carpenter.
Some pretty good pressure put on there by Luke Taylor, also from his defensive end position. That will be incomplete, second down. Tucker Howe's the quarterback. His wide receivers will include Chance Allen and Logan Powell, tight end Corbin Farnsworth. He has a fullback beside him now, Clint Rader. Main running back will be A.J. Rudder. And on the line, Parker Seifert, Andrew Pickenpaw, Billy Kroll, Ashton Lombatis.
And we have 3 wide receivers left and 1 right.
Howe rolling to that left. Getting some pressure. He's going to throw one deep downfield, intended for Cooper Howe, overthrown.
Pass intended for Cooper Howe, incomplete.
Cole Francis, I believe, on the defense there. Yes, that is Cole Francis that had Howe covered there. Incomplete pass, and I will make it 3rd and 10.
And Jeff, both teams tonight with quarterbacks that have brothers that are receivers. Casey Carpenter and Colt Carpenter for Barnesville, and of course the Howe brothers.
We can sit here all night with the connections within the teams, between the two teams.
Yes.
I know of a couple of people that, you know, there's connections there between teachers at Monroe Central whose kids are playing for Barnesville and Barnesville graduates who teach at Monroe Central, and there's a lot of combinations. But right now, 3rd and 10, Seminoles from their own 17-yard line. Howe wants to throw. Quick out, and again, that's knocked down, intended on the far side there for Max Demchek. Craker may have been in the line of sight there, I'm not sure, but that is 3 straight incompletions, and that will bring up a punt.
Also on defense there, I don't know if he got a piece of it or not, but Eli Messenger went after that. And speaking of that, somebody that's got a Monroe Central connection there, his mother from Monroe.
And he's got a relative as a cheerleader for Monroe Central. Tucker Howe to punt the ball away. It's a fairly short kick. It's going to hit about the 45, take a nice Monroe Central bounce, and Carpenter will let the ball roll down at about the 40-yard line where it will be tapped down there by Monroe Central. Downing the ball was Jonah Morton, a freshman. So both teams now come up empty on their first possession. We're still scoreless here on your Village Hardware and Rentals scoreboard. 9:52 left, first period.
The Trey Tolliver fumble does not come back to haunt him or the Shamrocks on the Monroe 5-yard line.
Yeah, Monroe Central able to get 1 first down, but now good field position on the second Shamrock possession.
The ball right on about the 42. Casey under center, a quick hitter here to Kobe Jones, and he's a power runner, and he's going to pick up, looks like about 6 yards.
Yeah, Billy Kroll, among others for the Seminoles, making that tackle. Ashton Lombatis also there, but they'll put Kobe Jones down about almost the 49-yard line.
So we'll give him 7 yards, 2nd and 3 for the Shamrocks. The ball on their own 48. Kobe Jones, a junior, his first carry of the game. Barnesville will shift formations. 2 wide receivers right. A sweep now to Trey Tolliver, and he's got some room. He's going to cut it in. He'll be tackled out of bounds well after a first down.
Tucker Howell forced him out of bounds there, but this gain is going
about
to be
18 yards.
And that is another first down.
Is that what you had, 18?
That's what we'll call it.
All right, I'm pretty sure that's right. And right now, Trey Tolliver, 4 runs, 32, 17, 18, and 7 yards.
But unfortunately for Trey, 1 fumble.
1 fumble, yes.
But the Shamrocks moving the ball. Receiver wide right and 1 wide left.
Now this will be a handoff to Tolliver. He'll zigzag through there, and he will pick up about 5 yards.
Crow and Farnsworth among the tacklers there for Monroe Central. He's down to about the 30.
We'll say 4 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6.
Clint Rader, Ashton Lombatis, Billy Crow, Corbin Farnsworth, and in the middle is Caleb Grimm, the 5 front offensive linemen there for Monroe Central. Cooper Howell, one of the linebackers, along with A.J. Rudder.
This will be a handoff again to Tolliver, and he'll power through. He'll be close to the first down. I think he's going to be a few inches short.
They'll put him down right at the 25-yard line. Yep, I'd say he's about a yard short.
Yes.
Moves the ball to the 25-yard line, 3rd down 1.
I think you can see Tolliver covering that football up a little bit extra.
Yes. Both hands on each point.
Also, middle linebacker in there from Monroe Central was Owen Howard. Be your front 8 for the Seminole defense. Max Dimchek, Tucker Howe, and Chance Allen in the secondary.
Now we have that power I formation. A quick hitter to Kobe Jones, I believe. And that might not have been Jones. We'll see. Yes, it was Kobe Jones. And he'll get the first down from his fullback position.
As Jones, about a 3-yard pickup.
He only needed 1. So a 1st and 10 for the Shamrocks. The ball on 22-yard line of the Seminoles.
Eli Messenger in with the play for the Shamrocks. 1st and down and 10. Ball at the 22-yard line. We have not seen Casey Carpenter go to the air yet, have we, Mark?
No. Right now the running game working. And as soon as you say that, look what happens. And there is Camden Carpenter open. He will zip through there and he will score a touchdown.
22 yards.
Camden Carpenter came from his slot position on the right, went out to the right flat, and nobody picked him up.
But it almost looked like as Casey came out from under center, it looked like he may have bobbled that ball just for an instant.
Yes.
But he was able to hold on, and that little swing pass out there to Cam, and once Cam turned it upfield, he was gone.
Evan Lowe,
yeah.
excuse me, Jeff. Yeah. Evan Lowe will 45 for 48 this year with PATs. Snap is up and good. And the snap is good, and the kick is good. So with 6:35 to go in the first quarter, it's Barnesville 7, Monroe Central 0. We'll be back after this.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Yes, 728.
That's that touchdown there by the Shamrocks. That completed a drive. That would be 58 yards, 6 plays, 58 yards. Evan Lowe will now kick off for the first time tonight. Deep for Monroe Central will be Max Dimchek and A.J. Rudder. And here's the kick by Lowe. It's a high kick down to Dimchak at about the 7. He's coming to the right, 15, and he'll be hit just across the 15-yard line and be brought down there.
Eli Messenger.
Eli Messenger, a nice special teams play there. And that's not good field position from Monroe Central. They'll start at their own 15-yard line, but excellent coverage. But, nice high and deep kick there by Evan Lowe. And I'll tell you, what an advantage for defense when you put the other team's offense to start at the 15-yard line.
A good kicker is a good weapon.
6:29 left here in the first quarter on your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard. Barnesville leading 7-0. Howe with Rudder to his right. And they'll hand it back and give Rudder to the left. And he's going to be tackled there on the far side. I think that might be Marshall Mead that wrapped him up.
The first one made the first hit, though, was Eli Messenger.
So nice job there by the Shamrocks.
Mead finished him off.
Looks like Rudder will just barely get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a little counter play there.
They try to get the defense leaning to the one side and come back the other.
Barnesville very well disciplined, and they will stay in their spot to avoid and stop that kind of thing.
Well, Messenger lined up, as a corner out there along with Mead, and they do a nice job. Howe once again on now 2nd and 10. That's Cooper Howe in motion, and Tucker will flip it out to Cooper. He'll break away from one tackler and get out of bounds just short of the first down. Looks like Cam Carpenter on that tackle.
It'll be 3rd down 1.
And they'll give him 9 on that play up to the 24-yard line. 3rd and a yard. Part of staying into a game against a team like Barnesville is being able to maintain possession of the ball and run that clock down. And, Monroe Central last possession had 1 first down, but they've been blessed with very poor field position thus far. So 3rd and 1, and we're going to get a timeout called here by Monroe Central on the 3rd down on that. So let's go ahead and let's take the timeout with them. 5:39 left, opening period, 7-0 Barnesville. Back in a moment.
Introducing the 2021 Ford F-150 Super Cab XL 4x4, now available at Doane Ford. With very low miles, this truck is ready to tackle any job with its 2.7-liter V6 EcoBoost engine and tow technology package. Enjoy a stylish look with the chrome appearance package and stay safe on the road with Ford Copilot 360 2.0 and auto high beam headlamps. Price to sell, it's an unbeatable deal. Don't miss out. Call Doane Ford 740-782-1965 or visit DoaneFord.com today. You're locked on to high school football from AVC Sports.
93 BNV.
Monroe Central timeout on your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard. 7-0 Monroe Central. Seminoles looking at 3rd and a yard from their own 24-yard line. And Howe will go up under center, which he does not do often. And he'll hand the ball off to Cooper Howe, I believe, but I'm not sure. They're stopping the play, so I'd say he did get his first down.
Cooper Howe, the ball carrier, picks up the first down.
And it is.
25-yard line.
Well, he needed a yard, and that's what he got, was a yard.
Yeah, Barnesville swamped him under there, but he had enough forward momentum to get through there. Big first down there for the Seminoles.
That would be their 2nd first down of the opening period. Again, 2 receivers, Dimchek and Allen, wide right. 3 receivers wide left. Howe by himself drops. Quick out here for Allen. Complete. Tries to cut up field, but he'll not get out of the grasp of that tackler. And that will be, I'm looking here, that's McIntyre. Yeah, it's Brady McIntyre. Had him wrapped up and would not let Allen get away from him. That completion, though, will pick up yardage out to the 33-yard line.
About 8 yards.
Call it 8 yards, yes.
7 yards from the play, 2nd down 3.
Allen, a senior, playing football for the first time. Having a good season as a receiver. Number 11. He's wide right.
Howe and Another's to wide to left, and they're quick out here to Allen, and that ball short hopped, incomplete.
Pretty much the same play they just ran.
That was just an underthrow there, just not a good throw there by Tucker that time, so that will bring up 3rd and 3.
Tucker Howell has now thrown the ball 6 times in the game. He's completed 2. One to his brother Cooper, and then one to Chance Allen.
I personally feel like, for Monroe Central to be effective offensively in this game, they will have to throw the ball and with their short passing game and maybe setting up a long hit. But it'll be tough to run up inside the tackles against this Shamrock defense. Howell fakes it inside, keeps himself. He'll have the first down across the 40 to the 45-yard line. He fumbles the football, but they say he is down. He is down. Barnesville's not convinced of that. They're all signaling they have the ball, but the official comes in and says Monroe Central holds the ball. What's that, 12 yards, Mark?
Yes.
Out to the 45-yard line. Good run there by Tucker Howell. This big front here for the... let's look at that again, and I didn't look that quick enough here. Brett, it was maybe questionable.
But in high school, you don't go to replays, so it will be 1st and 10 on the 45.
Then 4 wide receivers. Howell scramble. He's under pressure. He's just going to throw the ball away.
Who was in the area? Well, he was out. Okay.
And that's Taylor, I believe. There had the pressure.
Yes.
Some astute fan down below us just said you need to block number 54.
The best coaches in the world are up in the stands on both sides.
But and
of all games.
In the last couple of years with the many Barnesville games that we've done and I've done, I feel that Luke Taylor and Marshall Meade are as good at defensive ends as what you could ask for. 2nd down, 10. Again, Rudder to the right of Tucker Howell. And Howell will take the ball. He'll keep it. Gets across the line of scrimmage. Be pulled out of bounds by Francis and Cam Carpenter.
Marshall Meade also there.
Taylor.
That'll be a gain. Let's see. I'll say they give him 3. So that will bring up 3rd and 7. And we'll see here if he decides to keep it again. When he has, he's had success.
Powell, Farnsworth, and Cooper Howell to the left. Dimchak and Allen to the right. Tucker Howell alone in the backfield in the shotgun. Here's the blitz coming. He's going to tuck it under and go. He's got the first down across the 45. He's to the 40, still on his feet, down near the 35 and lunges forward to the 34-yard line. 18 yards?
I think so.
And an extra run there by Tucker Howell. He's had a couple of very large gains here from that running position. He's now over and gets the play from Coach Calder and Coach Nixon. Put the ball at the 34-yard line.
47 yards now for Tucker Howell on 4 carries.
We'll line up 2 running backs, Cooper Howell and A.J. Rudder beside Tucker Howell. Fakes inside. He wants to pass. He's going deep for Allen. And it's incomplete.
Wow. I tell you what, Brady McIntyre misread that one. I think he thought it was going to go out of bounds. It went right over his head, and it's a good thing it wasn't a touchdown.
The Monroe Central fans cheering wildly there as they thought that ball had been caught, but it was incomplete. And as you say, pretty good coverage there on Allen deep. He did catch the ball, but was out of bounds. Okay.
2:54 to go in the first half. Barnesville leading 7-0.
That's your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard. So now Cooper Howell in motion. Tucker throws a swing pass out here to Cooper, but he's going to be brought down in the backfield. That's a nice play there by
Eli Messenger.
Eli Messenger once again.
That's going to be a loss.
That's going to be back to the 37-yard line. loss of about 3.
Lost 4 yards on the play. Third down, 14.
They're going to say officially or on a loss of 4.
That's a nice job, though, by Messenger coming up on that tackle. He had some help over there, but that's a tackle for loss.
That will bring up now a 3rd and about 14.
Clint Rader in with the play, replacing A.J. Rudder.
And he will keep it again.
This is Howe trying to get the outside. Gets up a couple of blocks there. Breaks it one tackle, but now gets near the 30. I think they're going to mark him out of bounds about the 31.
Run out of bounds to the 31-yard line.
Pickup of about 6 or 7. But that will bring up 4th down.
Be a pickup of 7. And he now has 54 yards rushing on 5 carries.
Down 7, both the 31-yard line.
And
big 4th down play here for the Seminoles to keep this possession alive now from the 31-yard line. They've picked up some nice yardage. This possession started clear back at the 15-yard line. So they've gained 54 yards on this offensive possession, but they're facing a 4th and 7. Howe wants to throw. Now roll back to the left. He's going deep down the middle of the field. And the ball is overthrown, incomplete. Double coverage there. That's Francis and McIntyre, I believe, on the coverage.
Good arm there.
Chance Allen, I believe, was the intended receiver.
And 2 Barnesville receivers right on him.
Yeah, nice double coverage there deep.
Yes. So Barnesville will take over 1st and 10. But that has to give Monroe Central and their fans and team some good feeling there as they were able to move the ball and keep possession for quite a while against Barnesville. So Casey Carpenter will be in the shotgun this time. We've yet to see him throw the ball. And this will be a handoff. And this will be Tolliver. And
Cooper Howe makes the play on him there, but the big hole in that offensive right side. That's going to be about 18 yards.
Yes, that's what I had, 18. And I'll tell you.
And Tolliver's racking up the yardage.
Yes, he is. He now has 101 yards rushing on 7 carries. Again, Casey Carpenter in the shotgun, back with Tolliver. Tolliver goes out, and he will come out to the flat, and he will get it. He'll push off a defender and then run out of bounds.
Little stiff arm there against the tackler, Rudder. He'll get about, he gets close to 6 yards.
That's what I was just waiting to see where they put it down, right on the 45. So, yes, that'll be a 6-yard reception. And I did make a mistake. They did throw one other pass to Camden Carpenter.
Yeah, that was the touchdown.
Yes.
We're down to 1:17 left in the opening period, 7-0 Barnesville on your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard.
Second and 4. Casey Carpenter under center. A quick hitter here to Kobe Jones, and he will get the first down as he picks up about 5 yards.
Now mark him down, looks like right at the 40-yard line, and that will, in fact, be a first down.
And there is a Monroe Central player down, so we'll have a timeout here.
That is one of their defensive linemen, Caleb Grimm, 6'1", 325, and he is down on the field. So let's go ahead and let's step away for a message here while they tend to the injured player. We'll be right back.
It's time to say goodbye to summer and hello fall with the new DQ Fall Blizzard and Shake menu. There's the always festive pumpkin pie, tasty new caramel fudge cheesecake, and more delicious fall flavors than ever right now on the DQ Fall Blizzard and Shake menu. If you're craving fall, you can find it at Barnesville DQ, 402 East Main Street, where happy tastes good. DQ would like to wish the Shamrocks a great season. Go Rocks!
tax season doesn't have to be stressful. At Hartley & Marshall, we make accounting and tax preparation simple, efficient, and stress-free. Our experienced team is here to help you maximize deductions and minimize hassle. Trust the professionals at Hartley & Marshall for all of your accounting, payroll, and tax services for personal and business needs. Call us today at 740-425-3313 to schedule a consultation and take the worry out of dealing with complicated finances. Hartley & Marshall is a proud supporter of the Barnesville Shamrocks. Go Rocks!
We're back here at Monroe Central, where Barnesville leads 7-0 with 1:13 to go in the first quarter. Caleb Grimm, the player there that was down, he was able to get up and walk off with just a very slight limp, so it looks like he'll be okay. And Barnesville now 1st and 10, the ball on the Monroe Central 40-yard line. I formation, Carpenter under center. He's going to drop back, fake. He's going to look for a thing. He's got somebody there, and we'll see here who it is, and that is a touchdown catch.
Eli
Messenger. And boy, is he having a game tonight.
Monroe Central brought a lot of pressure. They sold out on a blitz, one-on-one coverage, and Eli Messenger, 40 yards, touchdown reception.
And I'll tell you what, the defensive back there just misplayed that a little bit. I think Messenger slipped in behind him and was able to bring that catch in for a touchdown. 40 yards.
4 plays to go 69 yards, and that touchdown. And Lowe's extra point is right through.
Extra point by Evan Lowe is good.
So Casey Carpenter, 2 touchdown passes tonight already, 1 to Camden Carpenter and 1 to Eli Messenger. It's 14-0 Shamrocks. We'll be back in a minute.
Looking to make your vehicle shine like new? Hendershot Detailing in Barnesville is your answer. With over 20 years of experience, their team knows cars, trucks, and SUVs inside and out. They offer a range of packages to fit your needs. Check them out on Facebook and give them a call or text at 579-1374 to schedule your appointment today. Hendershot Detailing, where every detail counts.
You're locked on to high school football from AVC Sports.
93 BNV.
Shamrocks completing that drive, 4 plays, 69 yards, capped off by a 40-yard pass completion from Casey Carpenter to Eli Messenger.
And just a nice thrown ball there by Carpenter, and Messenger running underneath it.
57 seconds left in the quarter. This high kick is a little bit short. Demchak at about the 15. Trying to get to the outside. He'll not even get back to the 20. And Messenger, among others, is there.
Messenger and
Logan Traker.
Logan Traker.
How many Eli Messengers are on the field tonight?
Yeah, man.
This is the 3rd time I've seen the Shamrocks, and this may be his best performance of the year.
He's shown off to all of his mother's relatives here in Monroe County.
But that is at the 19-yard line. 51 seconds left, opening quarter, 14-0 Barnesville. And we've got a couple messages there, Mark, about not having the clock visible on our broadcast, but there's just no good way to set a camera up to show the scoreboard, from our location here tonight. So we'll try to keep you abreast of the time remaining. Howe under center. Handoff to Rudder, I believe, and nothing doing.
He might even lose a little bit on that. If not, it's just going to be no gain.
Blake Kirk is up along with Luke Taylor. I think maybe Kobe Jones, maybe.
Blake Kirk and Luke Taylor on the start.
You got it. That's who they called it. And that will be, we can give, we'll give him 1 yard on that to Rudder.
Hines Ford, I believe, was
okay.
From his linebacker spot, was in on that tackles. There.
Leading tackler on the team. I think that's the first time we've said his name.
The loss of a yard and a quick pass out to the left off of Cooper Howe's hands, incomplete. And there is our first flag of the game. Or no, we had one other penalty, excuse me. But this was probably on the offense.
I think it might have been a holdout there on the wide receiver that was blocking.
11 seconds left. Well, Jeff Leffler says holding on Monroe Central. Now, interesting call here for Coach Allen. Incomplete pass, you'd have 3rd and 11, but if you take the yardage, which it looks like they're going to do, back to about the 10 or the 9-yard line, it'll be 2nd down over, but that'll be 2nd and about 20.
Second down, 19.
Like I said, I think that didn't see who it was, but the wide receiver out left, far left, was blocking and held there as he was trying to block for Howell as if he'd caught the ball. So 2nd and 20 for the Seminoles. Ball on their own 17-yard line. 11 seconds to go in the first quarter.
That scoreboard didn't change. Actually, it is now on the 9-yard line.
Okay.
Howell back to throw. Now he's going to run. He's to the 20. 25. Still on his feet. 30. Out of bounds across the 30. He's going to have enough yardage for the first down. We're going to get a late flag. That's going to be on the Shamrocks for a late hit out of bounds, I'm sure. That's going to be a pickup of about 24 yards. 26 yards. Out to the 36-yard line.
Be interested to see that again. I thought the player from Barnesville got blocked into him and what was called the late hit.
But penalty will now take the ball 15 yards down to the 49-yard line in Barnesville territory. Two Shamrocks were there, and my vantage point, I really couldn't see the out-of-bounds line because of the traffic. Clock stops with 2.5 seconds left in the first quarter, so this should be, barring a penalty, our final play of period number 1. Howell alone in the backfield. Quick across the middle, that's complete. Across the 40, that's Cooper Howell, and he's going to be first down to about the 37-yard line, pickup of about 12. And that will take us to the end of one period of play from Monroe Memorial Park in Woodsfield. Barnesville 14, Monroe Central nothing. Back with period number 2 after this.
Hey, and I'm back with some of your Friday Night Live score updates. St. Clairsville is 6-0 against Union Local. Caldwell is 7-0 against Shadyside. River has pulled a 15-0 lead over Shenandoah. Bishop Rosecrans and Bridgeport are tied again, 14-14. New Lex is 12-7 over Meadowbrook. Tri Valley is 14-7 against Philo. Morgan is 9-7 against Sheridan. Coshocton has a 1-point lead over Crooksville, making their score 7-6. Indian Valley is 14-0 against Ridgewood. Malvern is 8-7 against Newcomerstown. Fisher's Catholic is 14-6 against Millersport. Heath is 22-0 against Newark Catholic. Newark is 7-0 against Tage Valley, and West Muskingum is 22-0 over Maysville.
I want to acknowledge our sponsors again here tonight. Stoney's RV Sales and Service, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, Allen Hunter State Farm, Rumor Loudon, Barnesville Dairy Queen, Belmont Dodge, Hendershot Detailing, West 40 Auto Sales, Doane Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Hissam Service Center, Barnesville Hospital WVU Medicine, BMT Golf Shop and Golf Academy, Star Used Cars, and Hartley and Marshall LLC. Thank you for sponsoring high school football. Seminoles will start the second period here now from the Barnesville 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Howell, again, alone in the backfield. Movement, and that may be a 5-yard step off as Big Blake Kirk tried to time that up, and Blake will be called for being in the neutral zone. Now take the ball down to the 33-yard line.
We have a first quarter score, St. Clairsville 6, Union Local nothing. Also 2 undefeated teams tonight, and Union Local plays Barnesville in 2 weeks.
I bet there's a few people over at Morristown
tonight. Yes, I bet there is, yes.
So that's 1st down and 5 after the Barnesville penalty. Getting the ends a little linebacker, just a 3-man front here for Barnesville. Quick out is complete. This should be a 1st down. No, I think that was Logan Powell.
Picking out of bounds to the 25-yard line. 1st down, Seminoles.
Logan Powell on the reception, down to the 25, 8-yard pickup.
1st down, Seminoles.
I'm going to tell you right now, Mark, without counting things up here, I'm not sure if Monroe Central probably hasn't run more plays from scrimmage than Barnesville has thus far. First down from the 25-yard line. Again, Cooper Howell in motion. Tucker Howell takes the snap, runs right up the middle. Short gain.
Tucker Howell, the ball carrier.
Blake Kirk and Logan Craker was, I believe, one of the first tacklers there. Put him down at the 23.
Picked up a couple on the play, second down 8.
Now bring up a 2nd and 8 on the 2-yard carry by quarterback Tucker Howell.
Well, I mentioned earlier, look for Tucker Howell to carry the ball more than what he has the last few weeks, and maybe the only observation I've had that was correct so far tonight.
We're down 10:48 left to go in the first half. Barnesville leading 14-0. But Monroe Central is driving them. Monroe Central call another timeout, Jeff.
I think the play clock was running down on them and then forced a timeout there. So let's go ahead and take a timeout with them. Again, 10:31 left in period number 2. 14-0. Shamrocks lead the Seminoles. Back in a moment.
Discover excellence at Hissam's Service Center and Towing on East Main Street, Barnesville. Family owned since 1974, they're your one-stop solution. Propane, full-service gas, on-off-road diesel, non-ethanol, they've got it all. Expert body shop with free estimates and service garage for oil changes, alignments, AC charging, brakes, and more. Proudly supporting Barnesville Shamrock athletes. Good luck this year. Go Rocks. Trust Hissam's for top-notch service and community spirit.
Monroe Central in possession again here after the timeout. That is their second timeout. But the Seminoles are at second down and about 8 from the Barnesville 23-yard line. Seminoles have moved the ball a little bit. They, but then once they get a couple of yards in a few times, and it seems like something bogs them down. They turned it over on downs after a nice possession on their previous try, but they have driven now from their own 19 down to the Barnesville 23. 10:31, that is your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard, 14-0 Shamrocks. Again, 3 receivers come to the right here, Powell, Farnsworth, and Howe. Demchak in motion, puts 4 receivers over here, and Howe will roll out to the right, and now turn it up and gain some yardage before being forced out of bounds, and a late flag comes down. Logan Craker on the tackle.
There's a flag on the play.
And I want to tell you, this has to be against Barnesville.
They're
going to be a horse collar. Didn't look like it. Looked like he had both hands wrapped.
And Jeff Leffler says personal foul on the Shamrocks. It may have been out of bounds. From where we couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Pick up by Howe, about 5 yards.
Well, Barnesville's
moves the ball to the 10-yard line.
Giving Monroe Central all the help they need here on this drive. That's 3 costly penalties now.
And we commented last week when we did the Shamrock game, how Barnesville did not have a penalty last week.
Yes.
I think they had one that was an offsetting because the other side had a foul too, but no accepted penalties. This is Howe. Dropping, getting some pressure. Now he's going to scramble outside, throwing to the corner of the end zone. The ball's knocked away. And coming across to knock that in, I think, was
Cole Francis, I think.
And Messenger was coming across that side also. I'm not sure which one actually knocked it down.
Broken up by Eli Messenger.
Yeah, I think it was
the same Messenger.
I think Messenger coming across there into the path of the throw and knocked that ball away. And the ball, again, just at the 10-yard line, second down and goal. The ball resting right on the 10. So Seminoles cannot get a first down. They need to put it in the end zone. And some confusion, and Monroe Central is going to have to spend yet another timeout as their formation, just a little bit of confusion there, so they're going to have to spend a timeout, and that is their 3rd timeout of the first half. So at 10:16 left in the first half, 14-0 Barnesville. Let's take 30 seconds.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school football. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, cabin, seasonal home, a garage, or even farm equipment, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website, patronsbuckeye.com.
This is Jeff Stevens, Mark Brown from Monroe Memorial Park in Woodsfield. 14-0 Shamrocks. You got a couple scores there, Mark.
Yeah, here's a shocker right here. River 22-0 over Shenandoah. That's Barnesville's opponent next week. But also Caldwell 21-0 over Shadyside. New Lexington 19-7 over Meadowbrook. And again, St. Clairsville still listed as 6-0 over Union Local.
And we're at the mercy of the accuracy of those scores sometimes. Yes. If we get one that catches us by surprise, you don't know for sure whether or not that's accurate. Usually they are accurate. If they're not, they get corrected. Second and goal from the 10. Howe will bounce outside. Now he cuts up in the middle. A whole bunch of white jersey Shamrocks bring him down there at about the 6. Third down.
Third and goal.
So that'd be a gain of what, about 4?
Yes.
And Tucker Howe putting up some nice numbers.
From this position on the field, which is the 6-yard line, I would think a lob to the corner for Big Chance Allen might be a possibility.
Tucker Howe now 84 yards on 8 carries. Or he may just keep it.
But he's losing yard. Now he's going to keep the play alive. He scrambles. Now he's going to throw to the back of the end zone. There's a man for a touchdown.
Or is it?
Or is it a touchdown?
No, I don't think it is.
No, it's not a touchdown.
They're saying it was incomplete.
Okay, I thought he had the catch. We're going to look at it again on the replay here. And there's a flag. Okay, Logan Powell is the receiver, but there's going to be all that scrambling, and in the illegal man downfield. One of the linemen went downfield.
But it wasn't caught, though. It was.
Yeah, I think on the replay, it looked like it was caught. On that, but a lineman, and sometimes when your quarterback scrambles around.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if that wasn't. Maybe that was a designed run. I'm not sure, but you scramble around. Sometimes a lineman gets downfield, so that penalty is going to take the ball back to the 11-yard line. Still third down. Howe wants to throw. Now he's going to scramble. He's got some pressure again. Lobs it to the traffic to the corner of the end zone.
And it's intercepted, according to the Barnesville players.
And the official says no. Cole Francis has the ball. They say incomplete. And we'll look at the replay here. Howe rolling, throwing to that corner of the end zone.
Incomplete. It's fourth down and 11.
Francis has the ball. There's no question he caught the ball, but he may have been out of bounds. The official is a lot closer than you and I. So it's fourth down and goal from the 11. Incomplete pass.
And we just have one camera covering this as opposed to about 20 or 30 like in the big college and pro games. So big play here for the Seminoles. Fourth and goal.
And Coach Allen down the sideline on the far side calls timeout here for the Shamrocks. Is something as far as his defense matching up he wants to go over. So let's take one more 30-second break here. We're still 14-0, 9 minutes and 16 seconds left before halftime. Back in a moment.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client. You're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
After a Barnesville timeout, this should be about the Monroe Central 10th play of this possession. It started at their own 19-yard line. It's now fourth and goal from the 11. We've had 5 accepted penalties on this possession, Monroe Central, between offensive and defensive penalties. So that's really slowed things down immensely. But it is 4th and goal from the 11. And that's a key that it is goal, so the Seminoles have to get a touchdown or lose possession. Rudder to the left of Howe, now shifts to the right. Dropping to throw. Throwing for the far corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Cooper Howe. Knocked away there by Cole Francis. And the Shamrock defense, a couple times they've been tested here, but they have turned the Seminoles away.
And I'm not totally sure Francis got a hand on that ball. I think Powell might have just not been able to catch it there. It was so close to the end zone, the line there. But regardless, it's an incomplete pass, and Barnesville will take over now
at the
1st and 10.
At their own 11-yard line.
11-yard line, yes.
And it is 14-0. Barnesville leading. 9-10 left, second quarter. The first parts of this quarter have really slowed down here. That is your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard update.
Carpenter under center. And this will be a handoff to Tulliver. And he'll be brought down there by big number 77. And I don't have my roster here in front of me, Jeff.
That's Ashton Lombatis.
Okay,
also
that's right, yes.
Had some help from Billy Kroll.
And it's still going to be a gain of about 4. Yep, they're going to say 4 yards. So 2nd and 6 for the Shamrocks. Lombatis there, a nice play. Again, I formation. Tulliver tailback. Jones in the fullback. Camden Carpenter in motion. This will be a pitch to him. He'll break to the left side, and he may pick up a yard at the most.
Pretty good job of stringing the play out there for the Seminole defense.
Owen Howard on the stop for the Seminoles.
Owen Howard among the tacklers there that made the play for the Seminoles.
3rd down 6.
They're going to say no gain on that for Camden Carpenter, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 6. High formation, wide receiver right and one left.
Yeah, Colt Carpenter comes out here to the right.
Fake, and he's going to pass it there, and he's got a man open, and that is McIntyre, and that will be good for the 1st down.
Brought down by Evan Knowlton. Out to the 28-yard line. Pick up of 13.
Yeah. That's McIntyre's first catch. And Colt Carpenter broke out to the right flat, and McIntyre came from the other side and sort of went in there behind him, flooded that zone a little bit, and he was open for that catch.
And Colt Carpenter broke to the outside there. That kind of drew the defense out and left a little open spot for McIntyre in the middle, and Carpenter found him. Nice catch here by Brady McIntyre. 1st down.
This will be Tulliver, and he breaks a couple tackles, and he'll get through, and he's going to have another 1st down. That's going to be a gain of about 11.
Pick up to the 39-yard line. 1st down, Shamrock.
And Trey Tolliver's totals are starting to add up pretty nicely there. Tolliver came into the game at 728 yards.
And I have him unofficially for 116 now on 9 carries.
Well, he was averaging over 10 yards a carry coming in, so he's increased that by a slight amount.
Tulliver, just a sophomore. And he's deep in the tailback position. And he'll get the ball again, and he will crash through there. And he'll be brought down after a gain of only about 2 yards on this one.
I think somebody got his foot there. I think maybe Kroll.
Lombatis in on the tackle again. We've been saying his name a lot.
And Gillespie also there. Pickup of a couple of yards.
Lombatis, I believe, also a sophomore, correct, Jeff?
Yes.
I remember he had a decent game last year as a freshman on the offensive end, defensive lines for the Seminoles. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Owen Howard, number 20 in the middle linebacker spot, also a sophomore.
This will be a fake, and Carpenter's got a man open there, and he will catch it. That's Cam Carpenter. And that will be a big gain there.
Chance Allen on the tackle. That come from the 41, and we're going to put it down
33.
to the...
I think 33, isn't it?
Close enough.
33 yards.
Down to the 27-yard line. Nice catch, though. The ball was a little high there, but Cam Carpenter went up and made a real nice play.
And a little bit behind him.
And I think Casey's still perfect.
Yes, he's 5 for 5. 5 for 5 for Casey Carpenter.
Over 70% accuracy for the year, and been right on the money tonight. Shamrocks threatening here with 5 minutes left. We're going to get a stoppage of play, and this will be a Barnesville timeout.
5:23 to go in the first half. Barnesville leading 14-0. They have a 1st and 10 on the 27 of Caldwell or Monroe Central. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client. You're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Back here at Monroe Memorial Park, 5:23 left before halftime. Shamrocks on the drive, leading 14-0 on your Village Hardware and Rentals scoreboard. What do you get on a couple more scores there, Mark?
Update here now. St. Clairsville leading Union Local in the second quarter, 20-0, and Caldwell 28-0 over Shady Side, and Buckeye Trail 20-0 over Strasburg. This will be Barnesville. This will be Tulliver. He picks his way through. He stiff arms a man down, and he'll be driven out of bounds. And I think that's going to be good for a first down, Jeff.
I think Tulliver was lined up over to the side.
Yes.
A little counter action coming to the right there and getting inside the 20. He's going to be inside the 15. That's going to be about
a 12-yard gain.
They're
They're saying 14, so it'll be 13 yards.
But Barnesville with one timeout remaining, with still plenty of time, 5:16. Clock stopped on the out-of-bounds play.
Casey Carpenter under center. And this will be
Jones,
Kobe Jones. And he will take it right over the left guard and left tackle.
That's about the 9. That's going to be about a 5-yard pickup. What a nice complimentary runner, Kobe Jones is also. He came into the game, with over 350 yards rushing for the year.
Over 1,000 yards between the two running backs for Barnesville. And we'll give credit here, those interior linemen, the center, Marshall Mead, Christian Hannes, Dylan Lucas, the guards, and Salvador Alvarez and Luke Taylor, the tackles. All right, so this will be a handoff again to Jones. He will power through.
Touchdown.
A touchdown. And that will be a 5-yard touchdown by Kobe Jones, right?
I think 9 yards.
9.
Yeah, it was
okay, my bad.
Second
okay,
5 at the 9. 9-yard run by Jones. 9 plays to go, 89 yards.
29 yards rushing now for Kobe Jones. And that's the first rushing touchdown of the game for the Shamrocks. Evan Lowe, they may go for 2 here. We'll see.
Yes. This is something we have seen Barnesville do some in the past on that 3rd and 4th touchdowns that they get. They will go for 2.
And this will be an out to pass here. He's going to throw it back, and that is complete.
Cam.
Is that Cam?
Conversion's good.
Yes.
Captain Carpenter, okay.
It is Camden.
Apologize, that's quite a ways from where we're at here in the press box. Couldn't see the number. So, with 4:23 to go in the game, it's Barnesville 22 and Monroe Central nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
All of us at Rumor Loudon Heating and Air Conditioning wish the Barnesville Shamrock football team a safe and successful season. Speaking of teams, Rumor Loudon has a team of 3 locations to take care of your heating and air conditioning repair, maintenance, and installation needs. We have manned offices in Barnesville, St. Clairsville, and Moundsville, West Virginia. We provide free estimates on new installations. Check out rumorloudon.com for lots of home comfort information. Cooler weather is headed our way eventually. Call any office to schedule a furnace checkup.
That touchdown coming at 4:23 left before halftime. Kobe Jones on a 9-yard run, 2-point conversion by Cam Carpenter on the pass from Casey Carpenter to make it 22-0. And the reasoning behind going for 2 there is now if you score next again and get the 2-point conversion, then you set the stage for a running clock in the second half. I think to me, that's a solid football move, to get to the 30-point difference as quick as possible. Lowe's kick. It's deep. Backing down around the 5-yard line. This is Rudder. And again, solid coverage there by Barnesville.
Jake Hannis, first there for the Shamrocks.
And let me see who that's.
Hannis.
I think that's what he said. It's number 17. Yes, Jake Hannis, correct.
Yeah, it's nice to see younger kids in there. Jake is a junior, but not a starter that comes in and is able to make some plays on special teams. Monroe Central will now start from their own 16-yard line. What's a couple of possessions after kickoffs that Monroe Central started inside their own 20.
But they've been moving the ball, then just sort of petering out down close. We'll see if they can come through this time.
This is Howe. Quick out. This ball's nearly intercepted. Oh, my.
That would have been a pick six. That was Cole Francis. And wow.
He jumped that pattern.
Yes.
And
he read that well. Cole Francis.
Cole Francis in coverage.
And he is a sophomore. And he, from what I understand, very likely will be Barnesville's quarterback next year.
I think maybe Cole was starting to think what his end zone celebration was going to be on that before he caught the ball. But that's a good job, though. That's a couple of defensive plays we've seen Francis make tonight from his corner position. A lot of pressure on these defensive backs for Barnesville that they've not had to deal with here earlier in the year.
Now, this by far the best quarterback and athlete they've seen this year.
Demchak in motion. Howe throw deep. He drops under some pressure now, scrambles away, keeps this play alive. Throw it back across the middle. It's going to be caught. That is Cooper Howe.
And I think that's going to be enough for a first down.
That's going to be out to about the 18-yard line.
That'll be a game.
The 28-yard line. About 12-yard pickup.
Wow, and there you talk about somebody that extending the play. He ran all over the place, and by that time, it's just hard to cover a person that long.
We've seen one example, though, of him extending the play, and a lineman got downfield, which cost them a potential touchdown earlier. But Howe is able to extend plays. This is a quick out here for Allen. He'll make the catch and go out of bounds near the 35. It's a very short gain. Well, it's going to end up being
about 5 or 6.
It's going to end up being about 6 or 7 yards, yes. They'll put him right down to 35. That's about 7. Couple of catches for Chance Allen so far in the game. That is now 18 times Tucker Howe has thrown the ball in this game, and we're still in the first
7.
half. Again, just a 3-man front here with the 2 ends and 1 nose man for the Shamrocks here. A little different defensive look here. Howe rolls out, pass complete on the far side. That's going to be complete to Logan Powell. And that's going to be out near the 40. That's going to be a 5-yard pickup and be another first down.
Pick up to the 40-yard line. First down, Seminoles.
I don't mark down number of first downs in the game, but I'm going to tell you Monroe Central has several more first downs in the game than what Barnesville does. But Barnesville has 3 touchdowns to Monroe Central's nothing, and that's the important number.
I tell you, and Howe's been having a decent luck or success, I should say, with those receivers going out quick to the flats. Now we see 3 wide receivers left and 2 right. Wow.
Pressure coming up the middle. This is Meade, but Howell steps away. He's going to throw back across his body deep downfield, and he's going to be knocked down, incomplete.
Good defense there by Cole Francis.
McIntyre. No,
is that McIntyre?
That's
You're
Brady.
right.
Yeah, Brady McIntyre.
Okay.
Had Chance Allen down there, well defended. Chance Allen's, they list Chance at 6'3".
Well, McIntyre, let's see. I'm going to guess he's...
Chance isn't 6'3". He's taller than that. And McIntyre's about
6 foot.
6
so,
foot.
Yeah.
But that's a good 4.
But that ball was a little underthrown, Jeff.
And there was a penalty on the play. I did not see the flag. They called for tripping on Monroe Central. I did not see that on one of the linemen, possibly, then. So that will be a 15.
Wow.
Well, let's see. We'll go back to the 25. Yeah, it's 15-yard step off.
Well, I think us and most people were watching the ball go downfield. But anyway, the ball was a little underthrown, so both the receiver and the defensive back had to stop there. McIntyre just had to sort of get in front, if nothing else, just knock it away. So, wow, this is going to be a 1st and 25 for the Seminoles. We are down to 3:19 to go in the second quarter.
Again, Howell lone in the backfield, stops, quick pass across the middle. That's Max Demchak on the catch here. Short gain out to the 33. That's about an 8-yard pickup. Nobody says you have to get to 25 all back in one chunk. So 8-yard pickup there. Second down now, still about 17. 2:50 left, opening half, second period. On your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard, 22-0 in favor of, in favor of the Shamrocks.
So 2nd and 17 now.
Howell drops again. There's some pressure. Steps away from that pressure. And now he's going to throw one deep downfield, going for Allen, overthrown.
Brady McIntyre in coverage.
Somebody come up to me. I'm going to look. I'm going to guess that's Hines Ford from his linebacker spot that put some pressure on.
That was
maybe Messenger. But there was some pressure, from the linebacker spot there on Howell, which forced him to scramble more to the outside than what he really wanted to do.
I think that was Hines Ford, as you said, but we've seen several times where it looked like they were going to get him, and he just so quick, he just steps away at the last second, and they miss him. So 3rd now and 17.
Again, 3 receivers left. Howell steps up, and he's
time
not going there. He fumbles the football.
Yep. I think Monroe Central got it. Looked like one of the linemen there.
Yeah, Billy Crow was on the ball, so Monroe Central maintains possession. That's going to be a loss back to the 25, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, PA said Andrew Pickenpaul, but I thought it looked like maybe Billy Kroll had the football when he got up. But
yeah, there was only one offensive lineman there from Monroe Central, so I think you're right. I think that's who it was.
But it is 4th down and a mile, 25 as a matter of fact.
This would be, I think, just the 2nd.
And we're going to time out, and it had to be a Barnesville timeout because Monroe Central has none left. So let's go. We'll keep it here, Mark. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors for with us most of the year. West 40 Auto Sales, Doane Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Hissam's Service Center, Barnesville Hospital, WVU Medicine, BMT Golf Shop and Golf Academy, Stars Used Cars, Hartley and Marshall LLC, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, Allen Hunter State Farm, Rumor Loudon, Barnesville Dairy Queen, Belmont Dodge, and Hendershot Detailing.
And we want to thank everybody listening on WBNV 93.5 FM and YRP TV on YouTube. And how many viewers are we up to now? We're over 1,200 people watching us right now, so thank you.
Tucker Howe's punt bobbled it there off the shoulder of the return man, but I think Barnesville got on the ball.
Yeah, that was
Cam Carpenter was deep. He recovered. That ball bounced off of
Colt Carpenter.
Colt Carpenter.
And he's the one we had a fumble with him last week also. Sophomore. But Barnesville does recover.
Now, Barnesville has no timeouts remaining. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left there with a 22-0 lead. So they will start on their 36-yard line.
Second fumble of the game for the Shamrocks. Trey Tolliver fumbled earlier, and Monroe Central did recover that one.
And that fumble would be our only turnover of the first half. We've had several penalties, though.
In the shotgun, pass, under pressure, and Casey Carpenter will go down. Number 42 for Monroe Central.
That's Corbin Farnsworth. That's back to the 32-yard line. Loss of about 4.
Lost back to the 32-yard line.
And we haven't seen Casey Carpenter get sacked much this year.
So, good pressure.
So he'll get the snap again. He's got somebody there, and that's going to be a loss.
Tolliver made the reception.
I tell you, there were 2 defenders right there on him.
And that's going to lose back to the 26. That's going to lose about 6 yards. Tyler Whitaker.
Lost of 6 in the play. 3rd down 20.
That'll bring up now a 3rd and 20. This is a situation Barnesville hadn't been in much this year. And right now, I think they're just going to let that clock run down as much as they can. So if they do have to punt it.
Yeah, 1:05 on a moving clock. And we're under 5 seconds on the play clock. Shamrocks do get the play off.
And that's going to be Tolliver. He's zigzagging through there. And he will not get the first down, but he's going to pick up about 14 yards on that carry.
But with neither team having any timeouts left, that clock will continue to run. Now it is 4th down and 6, and
26 on the play clock.
Yeah, they'll run this down, and Evan Lowe will punt the ball away. They'll probably take this as close to 0 as possible when they snap it. Maybe even take a delay penalty. Play clock at 10, and
16 on the play on the main clock. This will be the snap. Evan Lowe will punt it. And they're just going to let it go.
It's going to bounce all the way down. And this is going to roll dead about the 4-yard line. That's going to be a 56-yard punt, no return.
And about probably 20 of that was on a roll.
And there is a flag back up field. Clock stopped with 2 seconds left before halftime. The officials will get together. Waiting for a signal here from Jeff Leffler, is the head referee tonight out of the OVAC. He says it is a block in the back against the Seminoles on the return. So that will be half the distance to the goal. That ball rolled dead at the 4, so they'll take it down to about the 2. And with 2 seconds on the clock, I'm sure we'll see Tucker Howe go up under center and probably run just a sneak. You don't want to risk a safety here, I don't think.
Or a fumble.
But you got to be careful. You just don't want to take the snap and take a knee. And Howe will go up under center. His center is Parker Seifert. He's just going to fall forward. He'll meet a lot of resistance there, but, be a gain of about 0 on the play.
No gain on the play. That's the end of the first half.
And that will be halftime. We are at halftime here from Monroe Memorial Park. Score at the half. Barnesville Shamrocks 22, Monroe Central Seminoles nothing. We'll have our halftime show here with you after a few messages. We'll come back and recap the first half and go over stats in just a few minutes. But again, our halftime score, Barnesville 22 and Monroe Central 0.
Welcome to the ABC Sports Halftime Show. I'm Dave Hilliard along with Brett Klein. Let's get right to it, Brett. It's week 8 of high school football, and we've got the big one going on our family of stations.
Last year between these two teams.
48-0 Shamrocks. So I think Monroe Central is undefeated, but they've got their hands full with Barnesville tonight. So I'm at West M, Maysville at West M. It's on Nash Icon, 98.5, 107.9. And the Tornadoes, they're really looking just to basically solidify their playoff position in Region 19. The Panthers, they're making that, it's a very short trip from Southtown over to the west side up on top of the hill. This is the 60th meeting, Brett, between these two schools on the football field. And I broadcast this game last year. It was at Southtown. Rashid Cisse touched the ball a total of 10 times during the game, and he had 5 touchdowns. So half the time he touched it, he ran or caught a pass for a touchdown. He actually threw a pass in that game as well. So,
yeah, the current Buckeye, they're really helping the Tornadoes build on that record. They currently lead. Actually, Maysville holds an overall advantage. 36, 22, and 1. So we're going to see if some tides shift because West End looking very strong. Maysville struggling a little bit. We'll talk about that here on the second part of our show. But again, West End looking to
and then also, Brett, we've got Shady Side at
times have changed. Both teams went through some stuff. Caldwell, as we've mentioned so many times this year, going through their adjustment phase.
Yes, they
so
are.
We're going to see, how that game goes. The 12th meeting between these teams. That game on KC 105 and YRP TV.
Probably one of the most interesting games, I think, tonight is 4-3 Meadowbrook. They are traveling over to New Lex to take on the 6-1 New Lex Panthers. That's on WILE 97.7. And this could be a shootout between Justice Huey and Isaiah Stevens, probably the top 2 quarterbacks in the small school division of the MVL. I think, over at Tri-Valley, Mr. Lyle probably has a little bit to say about who's the best quarterback in the conference overall, but still could be a really good football game in terms of offensive show. But let's keep this in mind. New Lex returned 3 interceptions for touchdowns last week against Maysville. I don't think I've ever broadcast a game where a team has 3 pick sixes in a game, but New Lex pulled it off. So I think Meadowbrook they better find a way to handle Bentley Hansen too, because he is a handful. He's so fast. I mean, I just came away from last week just really impressed with Bentley Hansen and the whole New Lex team. They're a very good football team.
Meadowbrook, a team with Justice Huey, who really likes to air it out. So when you have a tough defense like New Lexington, you got to be careful because, there have been times, especially earlier in the season, we saw Justice Huey. He can turn the ball over.
Yes.
You don't want to hear that. And in New Lexington's case, you kind of have to play a pretty good defensive game to be able to win that.
And then our last game on YRP tonight, Tri-Valley, our first look at them on AVC this year, down at Philo. And the Electrics, both teams, these are pretty much locked into the playoffs in their region, but Tri-Valley, they just keep rolling, and I think it's going to be a good test for them because Philo is a very physical team, just as Tri-Valley is, and Philo's going to try to run the football on them, so it'll give Tri-Valley a nice test of their defense. And, of course, Philo had won 4 games in a row until last week when Sheridan took them down. So they are pretty much locked into the playoffs, but it's going to be a lower seed, so we'll see how Philo handles Tri-Valley tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Tri-Valley, one of the few undefeated teams that we have in the area. I think when we look at the run that they're trying to make at the playoffs, going into Week 8 and everything going on this week, I mean, you want to look at, is your team basically ready to go for the playoffs?
Yes.
Because you have Week 8, Week 9. Once you hit Week 10, I mean, that's tough because that's most teams around the area, that's your rivalry week. So it's going to be
senior nights, all those kinds of things.
It's going to be a tough week regardless. So you definitely want to take Week 8 and Week 9, use that time to say, how playoff ready are we? And I think going up against the Electrics is a good test for them.
And the last thing, Brett, we have a winner in our top play of the first half of the season. I'll let you handle the announcement for that.
Holy cow, Dave. If I were to tell you that over 850 people voted on, our top play of this first half of the season, first of all, thank you to everyone who voted.
Yes, thank you very much.
Let me tell you, there was it was a bit different than I expected, but right now, Shenandoah's Braxton Barnett, his touchdown pass to House, Barnett to the house.
To the house, so to speak.
To the house.
Right.
He came away with well over 400 votes.
Right.
So he is going to come away as, our top player for the first half of the season. We will give them, we have a handful of fabulous gift cards picked out right in the Caldwell area. So you're not missing much. It's all going to be in that area. We're going to work on getting that to him. So stay tuned for the day that we get that to them. But a big congratulations to Shenandoah and Braxton Barnett and House for playing good, playing good football,
and being our winner of our top play of the first half of the
and that touchdown, that was a week 1 play, so that is how we kind of started our year, was that long touchdown pass, and kind of showed off how good Braxton Barnett was for the Shamrocks and is for the Shamrocks. And then we don't have them on this week, but I believe they will be on next week, so we'll be able to see more of Braxton Barnett. But congratulations to those two.
And we're going to take a break right now, but when we come back, we'll talk more about what happened last week and also what's shaping up in the playoffs when we come back to the ABC Sports Halftime Show.
AVC Communications is your one-stop destination for all your marketing and communication needs. Whether you are a small business or a large corporation, our expert team specializes in creating customized solutions that drive results. From radio advertising and digital marketing to graphic design and event promotions, we've got the tools to make your brand stand out. Locally owned and operated, AVC Communications is dedicated to helping you connect with your audience and grow your business. Trust us to take your marketing to the next level.
Back to the AVC Sports Halftime Show, and some things that happened last week that we'll recap quickly. As I said earlier, New Lex returned 3 interceptions for touchdowns in their game against Maysville. They beat them 49-24. Coshocton and Cambridge, Brett, both still they're winless on the 2024 season. Redskins, they fell to Meadowbrook 36-27. Cambridge lost to Union Local. That was 48-6. And tell us about Barnesville and Monroe Central.
Barnesville and Monroe Central, although they're kind of playing right now and they're in their game of halftime, which is why you're watching and listening to us. But Barnesville had a game against Caldwell. They kind of blew that one open, a 44 win against the Redskins.
Right.
And then this was actually kind of interesting to see. It was 41-0, and then Barnesville ran a play. Timer's running out. You know what they do? They bring on the field goal unit to try a 41-yard field goal. And it was good. So that's positive to see for Barnesville, because you're testing out your leg for when you're going to have tougher competition.
Exactly.
And then Monroe Central,
might be important on down the road for them.
Yes, Monroe Central, they were in Sayersville. They made the trip to face on Shenandoah, and they took them down pretty easily, 34-0 in that game.
In some other MVL games, John Glenn, they struggled early, but they ended up beating Morgan 28-16. Tri-Valley just hammered Riverview. Riverview has only scored 1 touchdown in 7 weeks of football, 65-0 in that one. West Muskingum, they shut out Crooksville 34-0, and Sheridan, they won their 4th game in a row. They beat Philo 21-6. And then locally, Rosecrans, they raised their record to 4-3. They beat Fairfield Christian 17-7. Zanesville, they're still looking for win number 1 on the season, as well as they fell at home to Licking Valley 35-0. And next week, Brett, we've got a full schedule of games on ABC Sports.
Yes, we do. Week 9 of high school football. Crazy that it's gone this fast and we are this close to playoffs. So let's talk about what's going on next week. You can find all these games on yourradioplace.com. And don't forget our game schedule, links to our live games, and even a place to listen to our games live at any time. You can find that all at yourradioplace.com and so much more. Big website, a lot of fun stuff going on. Anyway, Shenandoah is going to make the trip to Barnesville. That'll be on WBNV and YRP-TV. Yep. We go ahead and move a little bit further to the west. We have John Glenn at Philo. That will be on WILE and YRP-TV. Then we have Meadowbrook at Maysville. That's going to be a pretty decent game, I believe so, in Southtown. Yes. That'll be on Nash Icon and YRP-TV. And then we have Toronto, the Red Knights.
The Red Knights. Okay.
They will go down and take on the Redskins down in Caldwell. That will be on KC 105 next week, Dave.
I mentioned earlier, they're kind of projected as a number 14 seed. Tri-Valley, undefeated. They're looking to probably host 2 games, as is Barnesville. Now, one that I was thinking might be on the bubble, Caldwell. He has them projected as likely in the playoffs right now and as a number 12 seed. Of course, Monroe Central, a virtual lock, but he has them projected to win 9 games and only be a 10 seed. So they wouldn't even get to host a first-round game if you're a 10 seed, because the top 8 seeds host. And I thought that was surprising, to say the least.
Tough when you only lose 1 game on the year and you're traveling in the playoffs.
Yeah, you don't get to host a playoff game. So anyway, that's going to wrap things up for us here on the AVC Sports Halftime Show. We'll get you back out to your game right now.
Looking for your next reliable ride? At Stars Used Cars Incorporated, They're founded on trust, integrity, and respect. Their customers keep coming back because they stand by these values in every sale. With the best prices and top quality vehicles in the area, why shop anywhere else? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, they've got you covered. Stop by today and drive home in a vehicle you love. Stars Used Cars is a proud supporter of Barnesville football. Go Rocks!
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life.
New Lakes is 27-13 over Meadowbrook. John Glenn is 55-0 against Riverview. Tri Valley is 35-7 over Philo. Sheridan is 27-9 against Morgan. Coshocton is 28-13 over Crooksville. Indian Valley is 28-7 over Ridgewood. Newcomerstown is 14-8 against Malvern. Madonna is 28-6 against Bellsville. Fisher Catholic is 28-6 against Millersport. Fairfield Christian Academy. Miller's 27-14 against Fairfield Christian Academy.
Thanks for joining us back here at Monroe Central and Monroe Memorial Park. We are at halftime, where the Barnesville Shamrocks lead the Seminoles 22-0 at the half. I'm Jeff Stevens along with Mark Brown, Gino Riley, and Brett Klein along with us tonight on our live stream. To recap the scoring in the first half, Barnesville took the opening kickoff and had a nice drive going together, but lost the ball on a fumble. But on the Barnesville second possession, they had a 6-play, 58-yard scoring drive capped off by a 22-yard touchdown pass from Casey Carpenter to Cam Carpenter. That coming at 6:53 remaining in period number 1. Evan Lowe's kick made it 7-0 at that time. So then right before halftime, about 57 seconds on the clock, Eli Messenger caught a 40-yard touchdown pass from Casey Carpenter. That completed a 4-play, 69-yard drive. Evan Lowe's kick was good. It was 14-0 Barnesville at the end of one period. Monroe Central put a couple nice drives together, their late first quarter and again the second quarter, but they did complete a pass to the end zone there on a possession in this early second quarter, but it was called back because of a penalty for an ineligible receiver downfield. And after that penalty, Barnesville then came right back and drove 89 yards in 9 plays, capped off by a Kobe Jones 9-yard touchdown run. Cam Carpenter caught a 2-point pass for the conversion. So at 4:23 left in the opening half, it was 22-0 Barnesville, and that is where we stand right now, 22-0 Shamrocks at the half. Monroe Central has run about 10 more offensive plays than what the Shamrocks have here in the first half, but Barnesville has just done more with their plays and have really possessed the ball very well, punted once and lost once on fumble. So at halftime, again, we are 22-0 in favor of the Barnesville Shamrocks. And before we check out here for another commercial, I want to read off our sponsors one more time. West 40 Auto Sales, Doan Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Hissam Service Center, Barnesville Hospital, WVU Medicine, BMT Golf Shop and Golf Academy, Stars Used Cars, Hartley and Marshall LLC, Stoney RV Sales and Service, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, Allen Hunter State Farm, Rumor Loudon, Barnesville Dairy Queen, Belmont Dodge, and Hendershot Detailing. Thank you to those sponsors. We'll step aside for a couple messages, and when we come back, Mark will have some individual stats. Again, 22-0 Barnesville at the half.
Attention RV enthusiasts. Stoney's RV is having a model year closeout. Save thousands on your dream RV. Don't wait, now's the perfect time to get into their winterization schedule and ensure your RV is ready for the colder months ahead. As a full-service dealership, they've got you covered from sales to maintenance. Need propane? Stoney's has a fill station on site. Plus, check out Stoney's massive parts and accessory store, the largest in the area. Visit Stoney's RV today and drive away with incredible savings.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Woodsfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Woodsfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood, and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door, and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
You're locked on to high school football from AVC Sports.
93 BNV.
And we are back here at Woodsfield, Monroe Central Stadium, as the Barnesville Shamrocks lead at halftime by a score of 22-0.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll go through the stats. First, Monroe Central. Tucker Howe tonight, very talented quarterback, definitely the best quarterback and athlete that Barnesville has seen this year. He has thrown the ball 22 times, and he has completed 9. His brother Cooper Howe has caught 4 of those. Chance Allen, 2 catches. Bogan Powell, 2 catches. And Max Demchak, 1 catch. So a total of 64 yards passing for Tucker Howe. He's also run the ball well. He has 84 yards on 10 carries. A.J. Redder, 2 carries for 1 yard. And Cooper Howe, 1 carry for 1 yard. So for the Seminoles, 64 yards passing, 86 rushing, 150 yards from the line of scrimmage. They have no turnovers. They have been penalized for 40 yards on 4 accepted penalties. Excuse me. Barnesville now, Casey Carpenter, another good game tonight throwing the ball. He has completed 6 of 7 passes tonight. Cam Carpenter, a 22-yard catch for a touchdown and a 33-yard catch. Brady McIntyre, 13-yard catch. Eli Messenger, a 40-yard touchdown catch. And Trey Tolliver, a 6-yard, then a -6, so no yardage for him, but he has 2 catches. So Carpenter tonight, 108 yards passing. Rushing tonight, Trey Tolliver is the star of the Shamrock rushing attack tonight. He has run the ball 12 times for 145 yards. Colby Jones has 29 yards on 5 carries, including a 9-yard touchdown. Camden Carpenter, no yards on 1 carry, and Casey Carpenter has not carried the ball yet. So for the Shamrocks, 174 yards rushing, 108 passing, 282 yards from the line of scrimmage. And they have 1 turnover. That was a lost fumble by Tolliver early in the game. And Barnesville has been penalized 3 times for 35 yards tonight. And again, our score here at halftime is 22-0 in favor of the Shamrocks. Excuse me. While we got time here, we'll go through some other scores. Barnesville's opponent next week, and that will be here on WBNV and YRP TV. Right now, the Shenandoah Zeps, who Barnesville plays next week, they are down 28-7 at halftime to River. Some other scores of interest tonight. St. Clairsville leading Union Local in the 3rd quarter, 20-0. Both those teams undefeated coming into this game, and that will be Union Local will be Barnesville's opponent 2 weeks from tonight to finish up the regular season. Also, Caldwell 42-0 over Shadyside at halftime. That was Barnesville's opponent last week, Caldwell. New Lexington over Meadowbrook 27-13, and Buckeye Trail 20-7 at halftime over Strasburg. And Jeff, both teams now out warming up. And what do you think? Monroe Central will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Right, and Seminoles will get the ball. After a couple of Barnesville touchdowns, we've seen Evan Lowe's kickoffs, get down inside the 10, and great Barnesville coverage. And Monroe Central started inside their own 20 a couple of times on those possessions. And as you said, they have moved the ball. I had Monroe Central 35 plays to Barnesville's 25 plays, but Barnesville had about 120 or 130 yards more with their plays, and finding the end zone 3 times. Monroe Central did have a touchdown negated by a penalty, and then after that penalty, turned the ball back over to Barnesville. The Shamrocks went 89 yards for a nice drive to get this 22-0 lead. But key, Seminoles have moved the ball, as you said, but they need to be able to get the ball in the end zone. And because they've really not done a lot defensively, Barnesville has made good use out of their plays. I just looked as you gave the yardage there for Trey Tolliver, and I think you said 12 carries. I just looked at it, looked like about 7 of his 12 carries have been for more than 10 yards.
Yes, a 32, a 17, an 18, an 18, 11, a 13, a 14.
He's done well, running the ball. And in the second half, Barnesville's done a nice job mixing the run and the pass. They've not thrown the ball a lot, but they've been effective when they have. 2 of the passes have went for touchdowns. So they've just been able to do a little bit of what they normally do. So Demchak and Rudder will go deep here for Monroe Central. Evan Lowe will tee it up. So it will be Seminole ball here to start. And I say the coverage by the Shamrocks a couple of times thus far tonight has been really, really good. There's Lowe's kick, and Rudder's going to run up a little bit shorter kick. He's about the 10-yard line, trying to get to the outside. And again, him get across the 20, but I don't think he made it to about the 25, maybe. And again, some pretty good coverage. I didn't catch all those numbers there. Detling also was one of the people down on coverage there, and there's a whole bunch of Shamrocks there, and they put the ball down at the 23-yard line. So again, not really very good field position for Monroe Central to start this possession. Again, Howe shotgun as he has been most of the night with Rudder to his right. And he'll try to run to the right side. Tries to bounce the outside, but he is not able to get out completely outside. Some contact there by, I think it might have been Cole Francis come up and kind of bumped him initially and forced him out of bounds. Mark him out of bounds.
4 yards on the play.
Okay, 4 yards, about the 28-yard line, 27-yard line.
That was a set run all the way, of course. And as we said, that's he's run the ball now 11 times, has 88 yards, and averaging 8 yards a carry.
And he's had a couple of big gains. I know a 24-yard gain and an 18-yard gain among his carries earlier. Again, same formation. Going to run to the right again, and that's Howe. And again, he gets outside, and this time he gets some positive yardage, and he's going to get the first down out to about the 34-yard line. Hines Ford, his linebacker position.
Gain of about 7.
Pick up to the 34-yard line. First down, Monroe Central.
I think one thing that's happening here is the defensive that Barnesville was putting up in the first half there is more conducive, to Monroe Central trying to run the ball. Now it looks like the Shamrocks are back to their 4-man front defensively. Again, same play. Howe takes the snap, tries to get to the right, and goes out of bounds at the Barnesville bench after a short gain about the 36-yard line. Pickup of maybe a couple.
Under the 36-yard line, 2nd down 8.
That was Camden Carpenter pushed him out of bounds on that play.
Because of the defense that Barnesville chose to play in the first half, just 3 men in the extra defensive backs. We didn't see a lot of Blake Kirk or Salvador Almaraz on the defensive line in the first half, but they're both back in there now as Barnesville's in their base 4-man front. Again, power formation there. We can run to the left. Howe once again gets across the 40, breaks a couple of tackles, gets near midfield. Cole Francis wrestles him down along with Logan Craker. That's a 14-yard pickup for Howe.
Pick up to the 50-yard line, first down, Seminoles.
That'll be a first down, as you could hear from Monroe Central.
Howe has, for the year, had about 650 yards rushing, so this is nothing terribly new. He's had some big running games. And it's first down now at midfield, just underway, period 3. 22-0 Barnesville. Moving kind of a unbalanced line. They're coming to the left, which is the short side of the field. And Howe's going to run that way one more time. He's going to get 5 yards and get out of bounds after about maybe an 8-yard pickup.
And what is that, 7 or 6 straight plays now in this half? He's run the ball. And all designed run plays.
Well, that time the shifting of the lineman there, a little bit of an unbalanced look with an extra lineman and Howe getting in behind them. We'll see how Barnesville can adjust. Again, unbalanced going to the right this time, and Howe once again is going to run to the right this time. He's going to get his first down and still on his feet and goes out of bounds in front of the Barnesville bench.
Be about 7 yards.
Near the 35-yard line, and that's another first down.
Down to the 36-yard line, first down, Seminoles.
Well, nothing fancy here so far by Monroe Central. Going with the unbalanced look one way, and Tucker Howe running behind that line and gaining positive yardage.
And right now, he's got 124 yards now rushing.
Yeah, I have him. Monroe Central 6 plays here in the third quarter, and Howe has run the ball every time on a designed run. And they're lined up the time strong to the right, and they'll give it back to Rudder. He'll try to get to the left, and he will not get much.
Rudder, the ball carrier.
Give Rudder 1 yard on that.
Hines Ford there. Blake Kirk last man up.
Blake Kirk on the stop for the Shamrocks.
Pickup of about a yard. Puts that at the 35-yard line. Again, just underway here, third quarter. 7 plays on this possession by Monroe Central in their opening possessions. They've come from their own 23 down to the Barnesville 35. And we'll run it this time to the left. And this one's going to be strung out better, but Howe is able to get outside and get some positive yardage. Nice job there as McIntyre had a shot at him, and I think a little bit of a stiff arm. And it looked like McIntyre comes up there. I think
thought he was being held.
He feels like he was being held, and no call. They're going to say that Howe's out at about the 33, so that will be 3rd and 7. Brady McIntyre was very, very animate right there. That grabbed his own jersey there to the official. We'll see if the officials pay a little closer attention this time. But again, strong formation to the right. Howe's going to roll that way. Now he's going to try to throw. He's got a man out in the flat. It's complete. That's going to be a first down. And let me make sure of the number on that.
40.
That's going to be a new man. That's Lucas Stiver. Made that catch. And he's down to the 20-yard line. 13-yard pickup.
Down to the 20-yard line. First down, Seminoles.
This possession looks a little more than 3 minutes old here by the Seminoles. They're now first down at the 20. Howe's going to try to get to the left. Now he looks to throw. He's going to throw down deep to the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted. Trying to get Farnsworth the ball. That's intercepted by Casey, I believe, Casey Carpenter.
Yes, Casey Carpenter. And I'll tell you what, as soon as he was letting go of that ball, if not a hair before, Marshall Meade just laid Tucker Howell out. And then, in fact, he got up very slowly, but that really, I think, that took some of the zip off that pass.
May have caused the ball to be a little bit underthrown. And we see down below us here now, Tucker has come out of the game, and I think he's trying to get his breath back. So he's been replaced defensively. But that gives Barnesville the ball now at their 20-yard line after the first Monroe Central turnover of the game.
And this is Tulliver, and he's off to the races. And nice open field tackle there.
Clint Rader got him by the ankles, but it is enough for a first down. He's about to the 35-yard line, 15-yard pickup.
And I'll tell you, that's 160 yards now for Trey Tulliver. He's on his way to possibly a 200-yard night.
And again, I don't have all the stats. I know he's had some good yardage, for the year, but this is a very good night there for Tulliver. And you look for the Shamrocks to really, keep the ball on the ground because they've had a lot of success doing that thus far.
And just use that clock up also. This will be Tulliver again up the middle, breaks it open, another first down, and he will pick up about 13 yards. Cooper Howell brings him down.
Pick up to the 48-yard line. First down, Shamrocks.
Well, neither team trying to do anything fancy here tonight. It's just, right on, line it up, and here it is. Try to stop us. And that's 28 yards and 2 carries by Tulliver. Two receivers here to the right.
Camden Carpenter in motion. Casey Carpenter, that comes over to Eli Messenger. He'll go off a couple blocks there, and he will pick up maybe, looks like about 8 yards.
He's down to about the 45, maybe 44-yard line. Yeah, pickup of 8.
And that's Eli Messenger's second catch. Of course, he had the 40-yard touchdown catch in the second quarter.
That's a high percentage play there, to complete. That's just like almost like a run on a sweep. A couple blockers out there and getting positive yardage, and that short passing game is one reason why Casey Carpenter's percentage is so good most weeks, because he is very accurate.
6:45 to go in the third quarter. This is a pitch to Kobe Jones, and he's got a big gain there, and he will take it down.
He's fighting for even more yardage.
We'll see where they mark him down.
Kobe Jones, the ball carrier.
Looks like it's going to be about 24 yards, 23.
About the 22-yard line.
The 23-yard line.
23. That'd be about a 21-yard pickup.
Yep.
And I tell you, on that play also, some good downfield blocking also by the Barnesville wide receivers. McIntyre was out in front that time. And, those receivers, a lot of times, their blocking is just as valuable as their catching ability.
Well, and that's what Ohio State is known for, is developing those great wide receivers that can block. This will be KC. He fakes out. He's going to throw it deep. And that was intended for Colt Carpenter, his brother, but good coverage there. And I didn't see who was covering him there. Cooper Howell, okay.
Second down, 10.
What's a little play action pass there on first down when you've had a lot of success running the ball. And sometimes
according to my stats, that's the first incomplete pass tonight for.
I believe it is.
Yeah,
yes.
He's 6 for 7.
I believe that is his first incompletion.
All right, so he will be under center, I formation. He'll hand it off to Tulliver. Tulliver, another big out-and-out gain. That was a lineman leading him out there, but still he's going to pick up 5 or 6 yards.
Rudder and Lombatis on the tackle, but that's down to about the 15-yard line. Pick up of close to 8 yards.
Pick up to the 15-yard line, third down, 2.
So they'll bring up a third and long 2. The ball on the 15-yard line of the Seminoles. Casey Carpenter under center. And it'll be a quick hitter to Kobe Jones. And Kobe, I think he's going to be a little bit short on this, Jeff.
Well, he's still plunging forward there.
We'll see where they end up marking, yeah.
It's going to be a first down.
Yeah, I think it is now. I thought
he's all the way
down earlier. Yeah,
he's down to the 10. Ends up being nearly a 5-yard pickup.
First and goal, Shamrock.
And the ball is on the 10. Knows the football just inside the 10, so that is first and goal for Barnesville. 7 plays. This will be the 8th play of this possession for Barnesville, which started at the 20-yard line after the Casey Carpenter interception in the end zone.
Again, an I formation, first and goal, 4:50 to go in the third quarter. And it's going to be a passing play. And he's got a wide open receiver there, and that is Brady McIntyre. And that's that play we saw earlier where the other wide receiver goes out to the right. And I think that was Cole Carpenter. And
8 plays, 80 yards.
McIntyre comes in behind him there and fills that void.
That's a 10-yard by
10-yard
McIntyre.
down, yeah. That's his second touchdown of the game.
And the Shamrocks will go for 2. Coming at 4:44 left in the third period. And the reason you go for 2 here is that will put it to a 30-0 lead and create a running clock. And we're going to get a whistle before the play and with a flag. And that is a dead ball encroachment on the Seminoles, so that moves it down another 1.5 yards closer, for the Shamrocks on this 2-point conversion. 28-0 Barnesville, trying to get it to 30-0. And as you know, once you reach 30 points lead in the second half, you have a running clock. Now, if it goes back under 30 later, then you go back regular. So Carpenter under center.
And this will just be a quick dive there by Tolliver, and he gets through there, and it's good. So with 4:44 to go in the third quarter, it is now 30-0 in favor of the Shamrocks. We'll take a timeout and be back after this.
WVU Medicine Barnesville Hospital provides a variety of inpatient and outpatient care close to home. Experience top-tier healthcare and cutting-edge technology, and a place where you are more than just a patient, your family. State-of-the-art facilities and a dedicated team of doctors and nurses are committed to providing exceptional care tailored to your needs. All of the skilled professionals use the latest technology to ensure you receive the best care possible. WVU Medicine Barnesville Hospital would like to wish good luck to the Barnesville Shamrocks.
That's Shamrock drive, 8 plays and 80 yards. And the 2-point conversion puts them up by 30 points. And we will get a running clock now as long as the score stays 30. That's a 10-yard pass reception for a touchdown there to McIntyre, and Tolliver's conversion run putting us at 30-0. And it's, we talked off the air there, Mark. Monroe Central, at least 2 different times, has driven the ball down the field and got in the red zone inside the 20, but just cannot get a touchdown. Yet they have moved the ball fairly well here in the game against Barnesville. Rudder and Dimchek deep here. Evan Lowe prepares to kick off, and as I mentioned before, the Barnesville kickoff coverage tonight has been very good.
Yeah, good special teams play. Barnesville's only punted once, I believe.
Yes. High kick, and Rudder will take the ball inside his own 10. 15, cuts back across the 20, 25. He'll be wrestled down. It's like Detling, I think.
Joel Detling on that. And also helped out there by Evan Carpenter.
The ball is out to the 26-yard line. So that is a little bit better coverage after a little bit better field position than what the Seminoles have had after kickoffs most of the day. But they start at their own 26-yard line, and with the ball ready for play, the clock is now running as we are 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter on your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard. Howe wants to throw, going deep downfield for Farnsworth. It's complete. Farnsworth across the 40 down near the 30-yard line. That is Corbin Farnsworth. And down to about the 32. 42 yards?
I believe, yes.
We'll call it that. 42 yards for number 42, Corbin Farnsworth. And another Monroe Central first down.
That's his first catch of the game.
Pick up to the 32-yard line. First down, Seminole.
Coverage wasn't real bad over there. Just the ball was dropped in on a nice spot and a nice catch and run in by Farnsworth. And Allen will now split out. A little wishbone look in the backfield.
Yes. There's something you don't see much anymore.
This is Rudder, and he's going nowhere. It's a little hard to run with Hines Ford wrapped around your ankles.
Yes, and that's who it was.
And I'm not sure he even got back to the line of scrimmage. That looks like a loss of a yard.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Again, the clock continues to run. We're down to 2:15 in the third quarter. Again, the wishbone.
Fake to Rudder. Howe wants to throw down the middle. Overthrown. Intended for Cooper Howe.
And Cooper had about a step on the defender there.
McIntyre was the closest defender.
Ball just a little bit over his head.
But on that incomplete pass, the clock continues to run because it is 30-0 in favor of the Shamrocks. And now we'll get an extra defensive player in here for Barnesville. Evan Carpenter comes in now as an extra secondary man as the Shamrocks will get back now in this 3rd and 11 to three-man defensive front.
5 wide receivers from Monroe Central, 3 left, 2 right.
Howe quickly over the middle and incomplete there. He threw it for Cooper Howe, and Cooper, I don't think even was looking back for the ball.
No, he wasn't. That ball was passed him before he even realized it.
Of course, Howe had to unload it in a hurry because he had pressure. And as you see on our YRP TV replay there, that was just delivered a lot sooner than what Cooper Howe was expecting it. So now 4th and 11. Of course, trailing 30-0. Seminoles will go for it here. 40 seconds on the moving clock. 30-0 Barnesville.
Ball on the Barnesville 33.
It is 4th and 11, and Monroe Central will stop the clock with a timeout. Play clock was down to about 5 on that. We'll keep it here, as we're near the end of the third quarter. Again, just the second possession for Monroe Central here in the third quarter. And Barnesville and they've moved the ball down the field both times. Barnesville with just one possession here in the third quarter, but as has been the case tonight, Barnesville has done more with their possessions than what Monroe Central has. And on your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard, it reads 30-0 in favor of Barnesville. The clock stopping for the timeout with 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. And you get some scores there, Mark?
Caldwell over Shea side, 49-0. Buckeye Trail 32-7 over Strasburg. And the one we're watching here, St. Clairsville, I'll tell you, UL keeping it fairly close. It's now 20-7, St. Clairsville in the fourth quarter. And Bellsville down to Weirton Madonna, 28-6.
And it's hard to believe, Mark, that we are here. It's week 8 of the football season, and the weather the last 2 weeks in particular has just been spectacular. And long-range forecasts sound
very good, yeah.
But they're always subject to change. But the last 2 Barnesville games of the year against Shenandoah and against Union Local, both home games for Barnesville, will be here on WBNV Radio and YRP TV.
And next week's opponent, Shenandoah, they're getting beat 38-7 by River.
Howe wants to throw, steps up, gets pressure, going down the middle. He's got a man in the middle of the field, and it is caught. Touchdown. Max Dimchak. That's a nice catch there by Dimchak, because it looked like the defender was going to be able to come back and make the play, but
I'll tell you what, Brady
excellent
McIntyre
job.
was with him there, then just at the last second kind of lost track of him. Demchek able to get a play here.
Max Demchek, just a sophomore, making a fine catch there, and that will kick us back under 30, and we're back to regular timing now, as that is 30-6. Wyatt Cohen to attempt the extra point. Snaps a little high, kicks down. Looks good, is good. So with 12 seconds left in the quarter, third quarter, it is now Barnesville 30 and Monroe Central 7. Back in a moment.
At Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
Buy for less. Buy for less. Buy for less. We'll have you rocking and reeling when you see our dealing, and you'll buy for less.
Need a car and think you can't afford it? Then see Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep. When you do, you'll find a great selection of late model, low mileage pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and sport utilities. Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep quality checks every vehicle so you can buy pre-owned with confidence. And when you buy for less at Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep, they can even help you find the financing you need too.
We'll have you rocking and reeling when you see our dealing, and you'll buy for less.
See your friends down the road. Belmont Dodge Chrysler Jeep, 780 East Main Street in Barnesville.
We're back here at Woodsfield, Monroe Central Stadium, where the Seminoles just scored to make it a 30-7 game.
Yeah, 5 plays to go 74 yards on that, and capped off by the 33-yard pass from Tucker Howe to Max Demchek. Wyatt Cohen to kick off.
This would be sort of a squib kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And I think that, Tulliver, he wasn't sure whether to grab it or not, and he just stood there for a second to see what it was going to do, and it went out of bounds right before Monroe Central got down there.
But he was in good enough position.
Yes.
If he would have stopped and stayed
Right.
in bounds, he would have been able to pick it up, or at least pick it
Fall
up and
on
step
it.
out of bounds
Right.
or something there. So good job. But it goes out of bounds, so that will bring the ball out to the 35-yard line. Barnesville has the option whether to force a re-kick after a 5-yard penalty or take it at the 35-yard line. And they will, as most teams do, take it at the 35.
So 1st and 10, Shamrocks leading Monroe Central 30-7, 12.7 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yes, and we're back to regular timing.
Casey Carpenter under center, I formation. Tulliver deep. It'll be a pitch to Tulliver to the left, and he uses his speed to cut in, then back out, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards. We'll see where they mark him out.
And
there is a flag.
A flag about to the place where Tulliver turned the corner to get upfield.
Most likely a holding call. Usually what you see in that area, but we'll wait and see. And that's what it'll be. Holding on Shamrocks.
So that should take it 10 yards from the point of the foul, which will take it back to about the 28-yard line.
That'll now make it a first. Let's see, looks like about 18 or so, yeah.
17.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. The clock runs down. And so with 3 quarters complete, it is Barnesville 30, Monroe Central 7. We'll be back after this.
Looking to up your golf game? Visit the BMT Golf Shop and Golf Academy, conveniently located at the Cambridge Country Club. They've got the latest gear from top brands like Titleist, TaylorMade, and Ping, offering custom fittings, club repair, and both private and group lessons. They've got you covered. Plus, enjoy year-round play with 2 state-of-the-art simulator bays featuring over 150,000 courses. Contact Golf Pro Sean Thompson to learn more about memberships at 740-432-2107. The BMT Golf Shop proudly supports all local schools on and off the field.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the residence. an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Back here at Monroe Memorial Park, I'm Jeff Stevens, Mark Brown, Brett Klein, and Gino Riley on the camera, getting all those great shots.
The master cameraman here. Just
Shamrocks
to my right.
now first and about 17 after that penalty.
Shotgun formation, Carpenter back. He'll send Cam Carpenter in motion. He's going to throw it out to Cam, and Cam will try to get through there, and he will pick up maybe about 5 yards.
They get a big chunk of the penalty yardage back.
Colt Carpenter out there blocking, but there were two people there, and he couldn't get them both.
Dimchek on the stop.
Dimchek, one of the tacklers out there on the side. Max Dimchek, just a sophomore. He had the touchdown just a few moments ago from Monroe Central. So that's 2nd and 11. But that, you pick up, small bit of yardage, 5 or 6 yards. So now you're back to 2nd and 11. Eli Messenger comes wide to the left.
And a fake handoff, Carpenter back. He's got a man open there, and he had 2 men open there and threw it in between them.
I think, and I'll tell you, really almost 3 receivers fairly close here. Messenger, McIntyre, and Cam Carpenter. And for where the ball was thrown there, I get a feeling somebody didn't run the pattern that Casey Carpenter was anticipating.
Exactly, and he had some people open there, as we said, that just kind of threw it in between them. So somebody, I would say, didn't go to the right place. So that'll bring up now a 3rd and 11.
Now, you usually don't want 2 receivers that close together on a pass play.
All right, so 3 wide receivers left. 1 right. Shotgun. And he's looking, he's throwing. He's got a wide open receiver. That's Colt Carpenter, and that's his brother. And I'll tell you what, he is going a ways, and he will be pushed out of bounds, but not after a nice gain.
Driven out of bounds over there by Cooper Howe, I believe, but takes that from the 34 down to the 31.
16, 26, 36, 35.
35, yes.
As you could hear both of our little heads clicking there. So 35-yard gain for Colt Carpenter, and that's his first catch of the game. Sophomore.
I think you mentioned earlier that we had both quarterbacks, able to throw the ball to brothers, and that's the first time tonight that Casey Carpenter has been able to hit to Colt. And I'm right? That is the brother.
Yes, that's the brother, yes. All right, this will be an option play, and this will be out to Tulliver. He'll pick up some nice yards, and he will take about a 7-yard gain as he took that pitch from Casey Carpenter.
Clint Rader on the tackle, about a 7-yard pickup. Down to the 24-yard line. And what this is doing here, that's, one, it gives Barnesville a chance, trying to get the game back to the 30-point running clock situation, and also taking some time off the clock. We're now at 10.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter on your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard. Barnesville leading 30-7.
10:15 to go in the game. Tulliver now 187 yards rushing. And Barnesville is going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, play clock was down there, I think about 4 seconds there, so Barnesville will spend a timeout. And we'll get and step away for 30 seconds. Shamrocks leading 30-7, about 10 minutes left in the game.
Experience luxury and power like never before with the 2024 Explorer, available now at Doan Ford. With its sleek exterior, 3.0-liter EcoBoost V6 engine, and low miles, this Explorer is ready for any adventure. Relax in light sandstone leather seats while staying comfortable with heated and ventilated front seats. Plus, enjoy the premium technology package featuring a 14 speakers and B&O sound system with twin-panel moonroof. Don't miss out on this exceptional driving experience. Visit Doan Ford today, located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at doanford.com.
Well, we've got a couple minutes here, Mark. What do you got, some scores?
Just got an update here from Sherry Reichman. I appreciate her getting hold of me. It is now 28-14. St. Clairsville in front of Union Local. Not sure how much time is left in that, but Yeah, 28-14 now. So UL hanging in there against the Jets. So congratulations to them. And this will be a pitch to Tulliver, and he's as Redden Hill will cut it in and out, and he goes into the end zone untouched.
24 yards, Trey Tulliver, touchdown.
And that puts Tulliver over 200 yards tonight. 97.
6 plays, 65 yards.
211 yards now for Tulliver.
And if Evan Lowe is successful with this extra point at 10:02 left on the clock in the ball game, it will put this lead back to 30 points and put us back into the running clock.
And I just get a notice here. There's 4:30 left to go in that game with UL and St. Ceville. Evan Lowe's kick is up, and it is good. So we are now 37-7. So when the game starts again after this, we'll be back in the running clock. We'll take a break.
It's time to say goodbye to summer and hello fall with the new DQ Fall Blizzard and Shake menu. There's the always festive pumpkin pie, tasty new caramel fudge cheesecake, and more delicious fall flavors than ever right now on the DQ Fall Blizzard and Shake menu. If you're craving fall, you can find it at Barnesville DQ, 402 East Main Street, where happy tastes good. DQ would like to wish the Shamrocks a great season. Go Rocks!
You're locked on to high school football from AVC Sports.
93 BNV.
We're back here at Woodsfield, Monroe Central Stadium, where Barnesville scores on a 24-yard touchdown run by Trey Tulliver. That gives him now 211 yards unofficially tonight rushing.
And that's his first touchdown of the night.
Yes.
He did have a 2-point conversion run earlier there.
And that's 17 carries for Trey.
So he's still over 10 yards a carry, as he has been all year.
Evan Lowe will kick off. And this will be another deep kick down to about the 7.
That's Dimchek.
He's got a hole. Showing some speed.
Across the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's the best return tonight for Demchek in the kickoff return.
Yes, by far.
Good job by him. Got some good blocking up front.
9:34. The clock now moving because of the running time, the running clock.
Seminoles take over first down from their own 33-yard line.
And it is to the 33-yard line. Seminoles scoring on their last possession. It was highlighted by a 42-yard throw to Corbin Farnsworth, and then last 33 yards coming on a pass to Max Dimchek. 3 receivers wide right there. It's Farnsworth along with Howe and Powell. Quick throw there to Cooper Howe. Tries to get up the sideline, out of bounds at about the 40. Look like they may have marked him out about the 38. Pick up of about 5 yards.
Pick up to the 39-yard line.
That's the 5th catch of the game for Cooper Howell.
And make it 6 yards. But even though the play went out of bounds, the clock is still moving because we are under running clock at 37-7 Shamrocks.
And Jeff, that was the 30th pass attempt by Tucker Howe. He's completed 13. And with 1 interception.
Yeah, hand the ball to Rudder, back to the side. Rudder with his biggest gain of the night across the 50, near the 45-yard line. That's going to be another first down, and that's going to be A.J. Rudder's. That's about a 15-yard pickup, and that's going to be A.J.'s best gain of the night.
Yes, he only had 1 yard on 4 carries before that. Pretty much that same play, that misdirection, and that one had some nice blocking and a nice gain for Rudder.
Again, we get the extra lineman back in now for the Shamrocks, as Alvarez, I believe, came back in. Yeah, Salvador Alvarez back at his defensive tackle spot. Low snap, Howe picks it up, has some time, throwing deep down the field for Allen, and Chance Allen comes up lame, and he's down. Maybe out of our range there, we see there, but Chance Allen pulled up lame there, and I believe that's the case there, maybe pulled something, and you hate to see that happen. So with the injury timeout, it's 7:19 left in the game at 37-7 Shamrocks,
It looks like, well, they either check his knee, but they also look like they could be stretching his hamstring, which might be a cramp or a Charlie horse, so we'll see what it is. But we'll take a timeout, and we'll be back after this and see what's going on.
Tax season doesn't have to be stressful. At Hartley & Marshall, we make accounting and tax preparation simple, efficient, and stress-free. Our experienced team is here to help you maximize deductions and minimize hassle. Trust the professionals at Hartley & Marshall for all of your accounting, payroll, and tax services for personal and business needs. Call us today at 740-425-3313 to schedule a consultation and take the worry out of dealing with complicated finances. Hartley & Marshall is a proud supporter of the Barnesville Shamrocks. Go Rocks!
Yeah, Chance Allen looked like maybe just a cramp. Any problems there. Snap gets away there from Howe, but he finds his brother Cooper over on the left side and completes that pass down to about the 40-yard line. That's going to end up what could have been a bad play for the Seminoles into about a 6-yard pickup.
Yep, that'll be 6.
3rd down and 4.
It'll be 3rd down 4.
And Chance Allen down below us here has his helmet back on and back up there by Coach Calder and Coach Nixon, and I think is ready to, able to go back in. So that just appeared just to be a cramp.
We're down to 6.5 minutes now to go in the game.
And then even though it's a very comfortable night here to be watching a football game, these kids out here playing that's on the field for almost every snap. And it's a handoff now to Rudder. Still on his feet. Looks like he's going to get the first down inside the 35. Still surging forward to about the 33-yard line.
A good hard run there by Rudder.
That will be another first down. Moving clock at 6 minutes remaining in the game. 37-7 Barnesville. Lucas Stiver into the game in place of Rudder. Logan Powell wide right, 2 receivers wide left. And Howe once again to throw. Quick out, caught, short gain. Cam Carpenter
made the tackle.
Demchek, yes.
Demchek, okay, couldn't see who it was.
And that's pickup now with a nice tackle there by McIntyre. Pickup of only about a couple of yards, maybe 3.
Yeah, 3 yards. Down to 5 minutes to go in the game. Barnesville leading 37-7. We have a running clock.
And they're going to spend another timeout here. And I think they'll let the play clock run down here and then call a timeout. And that's what they're going to do there. And it gets the Monroe Central timeout.
Timeout, Monroe Central.
They have not got the play in yet. And just really let that clock run down. Well, we got a break here on Mark. You got any more scores?
Well, I'll get them here in a minute. Let me bring the app up. We want to remind everybody we will be back on WBNV and YRP TV next week and the week after, for that matter. Both home games next week, Shenandoah, and the week after with Union Local. Right now, Union Local still trailing 28-14 late in the fourth quarter.
And in case anybody had not gotten the word yet today, and the Cleveland Guardians fans out there, that the time of that game tomorrow for the Guardians versus the Tigers has been changed because of potential rain in the Cleveland area. It is now a 1 o'clock start tomorrow afternoon, and that will be right here on WBNV, and doesn't run the conflict with that Ohio State ball game.
And I'm sure that had nothing to do with the time change either.
But if you're not where you can see the game on TV tomorrow night for the Buckeyes, it's on WILE tomorrow night. I think that's a
and WBNV
7:30 start.
And WBNV, of course, will have the Indians game, as they have all year. Listen to the great Tom Hamilton.
So now it's 2nd down and about 7, just about the 30-yard line.
Caldwell 63-7 now over Shadyside.
Well, it's been a tough stretch here for Caldwell because of some injuries. They had the big win over Fort Fry. Now they're taking last week's frustration out on Shadyside. 2nd down and 7. Fake to Rudder. Now Howe running for his life. Messenger all over him. And the pass is going to be caught down on the sideline. That's nice footwork there by Logan Powell.
Wow, I thought he was just throwing it out of bounds. I couldn't see Powell down there.
And that's down to about the 21-yard line. That's going to be a first down. Pick up about 10 yards. And that's what we talked before, Mark, you know, where Tucker Howe is able to keep plays alive and found a receiver. And he's done a pretty good job of that tonight. The Seminoles have only been able to find the end zone, though, one time. And that's over 30 throws by Tucker Howe.
Now 34 to be precise.
And he gives it back to Rudder. Breaks a tackle down to the 10, cuts back down inside the 5. Will be another first down. Looks like they put Rudder down at about the 5-yard line. That's about 16.
Some sloppy tackling there. A couple players just sort of letting him go by. And a nice run there by Rudder. Did you say 16, Jeff?
About 16.
All
they
right.
put the ball down right on the 5-yard line.
So we're down to 3:26 in the game. Plenty of time here for Monroe Central to score again, and we're going to have a timeout. And this will be Barnesville.
Yeah, Coach Allen's going to spend time out there. I think he very much would like to be able to keep the Seminoles out of the end zone here, obviously, at this point in time. We're 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this ball game on your Village Hardware and Rental scoreboard. Barnesville leading 37-7. Because of what we have had some running clock here, this is just Monroe Central's third possession of the second half. Barnesville has had just 2 possessions in the second half. The difference being the Shamrocks have scored both of their possessions, and Monroe Central had 1 touchdown and 1 turnover. But I got to think, Coach Allen and his defensive coaches over on the side there, are a little unhappy with how much yardage Monroe Central has been able to put up today. You're glad you've kept them out of the end zone all but one time, but late in the game here,
Well, I saw a couple of Barnesville tacklers just head on there and just sort of like they didn't want to hit him, Rudder head on, and just sort of tried the sidestep there to get him and didn't.
But that'll give Coach Allen and the staff something to work on this week coming up here as they try to set something up here to keep Monroe Central out of the end zone. The ball is at the 5-yard line. That's first and goal. And when we add up the numbers at the end of the game here, Monroe Central's yardage is probably going to be as good as anybody's had against the Shamrocks.
Oh, definitely.
Any time this year. Some shifting around now. Cooper Howe and Rudder beside Tucker. A little bit low snap. And he's going to roll to the outside. He's got a man in the zone and off the hands of the intended receiver.
Nice throw, had it right to him, but just not able to hold on to it.
That's Logan Powell, who had a really nice catch on the sideline here just a moment ago, and that one off his hands, incomplete. Second and goal.
35 pass attempts now for Tucker Howe. He has completed 16 of those.
And with the moving clock, we're inside 3 minutes left in this game. Shamrocks are going to go to 8-0. And the Seminoles are going to drop to 7-1. Shamrocks at home the next 2 weeks. Seminoles on the road at Frontier and at Shadyside. This is Howe. Hands it back to Rudder. Driving forward, still surging. I don't think he got there. He's down to about the 2-yard line, it looks like. You see, they put it down. Maybe the 3. Third and goal.
Rudder now 41 yards rushing tonight on 8 carries.
And mostly on this possession.
Yes.
Still a little late getting the play in. Now play clock inside 15. Five on the play clock, quickly setting up. They get the snap away. Pitch to Rudder, trying to get the outside, sprint for the end zone. Touchdown. A.J. Rudder.
That'll be a 3-yard touchdown run.
11 plays and 67 yards.
First on touchdowns, the clock does stop. We've got 1:37 to go in the game.
And that kicks us back under 30 points.
Right.
The rudder, a 3-yard run. Cohen have a hold of Logan Powell. Wyatt Cohen to attempt the point. 1 of 1 so far. Snaps a little high. It's down. It's up, and I think it got enough to get there, and it does.
Kick is good. 1:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Barnesville 37.
So 1:37 left in this ball game. Barnesville 37 and Monroe Central 14.
Looking to make your vehicle shine like new? Hendershot Detailing in Barnesville is your answer. With over 20 years of experience, their team knows cars, trucks, and SUVs inside and out. They offer a range of packages to fit your needs. Check them out on Facebook and give them a call or text at 579-1374 to schedule your appointment today. Hendershot Detailing, where every detail counts.
Both teams scoring 2 touchdowns. Monroe Central on 2 of their 3 second-half possessions. Barnesville on both of their second-half possessions. But Wyatt Cohen will now tee it up. And something you've not seen a lot here on that. And both teams, though, and the way this game is going, all their regulars.
Still in the game, yeah.
In the game for the whole game tonight. And Barnesville kind of moving a lot of guys up. They kind of anticipate a potential onside kick, as they have 10 players up, within 15 yards.
Nope. This will be a bouncing pass, and this will be Cam Carpenter, I believe. And he's tripped up there. He had a lane in front of him. But
he saw some green grass ahead of him there, and it looked like he may have done, I'm not sure, a little contact there and didn't see what happened there.
Owen Howard makes a tackle.
But he's out to about the 45-yard line with 1:30.
First down Shamrocks from their own 45-yard line.
And we'll see what the Shamrocks choose to do here.
Again, we do not have a running clock anymore. It's under 30. And
that's a little unusual for games that reach the running clock. And we've had running clock, and twice we've gotten back under 30 in the game.
All right, that power I formation. Tulliver will take it, and he will be brought down after about a 7-yard gain.
Farnsworth had him wrapped up there, out across the 50 to about the 48-yard line.
Second down 3.
And Barnesville just will let the clock run. We're down to 1:10 now in the game.
Yeah, a couple more plays. That puts Tolliver up to about what now?
I've got him at 218.
218. A nice day for
And that's
Tolliver.
still just 18 carries.
Same formation. Stacked eye.
Play clock down the 4. Handoff. This will be a sweep pitch to Tolliver. He'll get the first down. He'll cut it in. He's got a big gain, and he's going to outrun. Nope. Yes, he is. Wow. That will be a 48-yard gain for Trey Tolliver.
2 plays to go 55 yards total.
Wow.
Just a simple pitch play.
Yeah, just a sweep right.
And there he goes. But 48 yards, his second touchdown for Trey Tolliver. Coming at 32 seconds left in this game. Low to try the extra point.
And it is up and good.
And that makes it 44-14.
And we have a late flag there. Well after the play was over. Might be some John.
Late flag on the play.
And we'll see what it is here.
Not a lot of penalties here in the second half on that. Then we'll wait here for the personal foul, and and I'm not sure. It's a dead ball personal foul against Monroe Central.
Dead ball personal foul against the Seminoles.
Will step off on the kickoff there. So Barnesville will kick off from the Monroe Central 45-yard line. They step that off right there.
So 32.2 seconds.
If Evan Lowe chooses to do so here, he could probably kick this one right through the goalposts because he's been inside the 10 on most of his kicks, so he definitely could get the ball in the air to the goal line. And, of course, when the ball's ready for play here, the clock should start, and it does, so that's going to use up, he can use up most of the time right here before he kicks it. Now, he's going to go ahead and kick it. He's going to
squib it.
And I'm not too sure. I think Barnesville may have got on that loose ball.
Kicks recovered by Cole Francis.
Up it is. Recovered by Cole Francis. I wouldn't say that was an onside kick. It's just a line drive and hit one of the players.
And we'll not get another play here because the ball is going to be put ready for play. Barnesville will not even have to run a play.
So
it's running
17.
Right now. Yep, and the clock is running, and the Shamrocks do not even have to run a play. And they're going to be victorious in this game. Shamrocks 44, Monroe Central 14.
So Barnesville now will go 9-0. Monroe Central falls to
7-1.
7-1, yes. And Monroe Central will travel to Frontier in a game that you have to think they'd be favored in, and Barnesville will be home in a game they should be favored in against Shenandoah. And that game will be here on WBNV and YRP TV. And we'll take a break here. We'll add up some numbers, and we'll come back with the stats. Again, your final score is Barnesville 44, Monroe Central 14.
Discover excellence at Hissam's Service Center and Towing on East Main Street, Barnesville. Family owned since 1974, they're your one-stop solution. Propane, full-service gas, on-off-road diesel, non-ethanol, they've got it all. Expert body shop with free estimates and service garage for oil changes, alignments, AC charging, brakes, and more. Proudly supporting Barnesville Shamrock athletes. Good luck this year. Go Rocks. Trust Hissam's for top-notch service and community spirit.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client. You're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
All of us at Rumor Loudon Heating and Air Conditioning wish the Barnesville Shamrock football team a safe and successful season. Speaking of teams, Rumor Loudon has a team of 3 locations to take care of your heating and air conditioning repair, maintenance, and installation needs. We have manned offices in Barnesville, St. Clairsville, and Moundsville, West Virginia. We provide free estimates on new installations. Check out rumorloudon.com for lots of home comfort information. Cooler weather is headed our way eventually. Call any office to schedule a furnace checkup.
Looking for your next reliable ride? At Stars Used Cars Incorporated, they're founded on trust, integrity, and respect. Their customers keep coming back because they stand by these values in every sale. With the best prices and top quality vehicles in the area, why shop anywhere else? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, they've got you covered. Stop by today and drive home in a vehicle you love. Stars Used Cars is a proud supporter of Barnesville football. Go Rocks!
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge. Don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
On job sites, few things are more important than a solid work boot. At Boot Barn Work, we pride ourselves on knowing that no matter your trade, when there's hard work to be done, your boot should be built for non-stop protection and mobility. Thoroughgood checks all the boxes. Their Wear Anywhere boots are time-tested and crafted with the highest quality materials for relentless support. For job-fitted boots, Thoroughgood at Boot Barn Work.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You're locked on to high school football from AVC Sports.
93 BNV.
Back here to wrap things up at Monroe Memorial Park in Woodsfield, where the Barnesville Shamrocks go to 8-0 for the season with a 44-14 victory over the Monroe Central Seminoles to stay undefeated for the Shamrocks. Seminoles go to 7-1. Once again, our sponsors tonight, I want to say thank you to those folks one last time: West 40 Auto Sales, Doane Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Hissam Service Center, Barnesville Hospital, WVU Medicine, BMT Golf Shop and Golf Academy, Stars Used Car, Hartley and Marshall LLC, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, Allen Hunter State Farm, Rimmer Loudon, Barnesville Dairy Queen, Belmont Dodge, and Hendershot Detailing. Thank you to those people. Shamrocks got on the board in the middle of the first quarter with Cam Carpenter, a 22-yard pass from Casey Carpenter, 7-0 after the Evan Lowe kick. And before the end of the first quarter, Eli Messenger caught a 40-yard touchdown pass from Casey Carpenter. It was 14-0 Shamrocks at the end of the quarter. Kobe Jones added a 9-yard run in about 4:23 left in the second quarter, and Cam Carpenter caught a 2-point conversion pass. It was 22-0 Barnesville at the half. Then in the third quarter, McIntyre caught a 10-yard pass from Carpenter. Tolliver ran a 2-point conversion to cap an 8-play, 80-yard drive. So it was 30-0 in favor of the Shamrocks. Monroe Central comes right back with 12 seconds left in the third quarter, completing a 5-play, 74-yard drive with Max Demchak catching a 33-yard touchdown pass from Tucker Howe. Wyatt Cohen's kick made it 30-7. Early fourth quarter, Tolliver with a 24-yard run to cap a 6-play, 65-yard drive. Lowe's kick made it 37-7. A.J. Rudder on a 3-yard run with 1:37 left in the game for Monroe Central to cap an 11-play, 67-yard drive. Cohen's kick made it 37-14. And with 32 seconds left, Trey Tolliver, 48-yard run, a 2-play, 55-yard drive. Lowe's kick, and the scoring was complete. 44-14 Shamrocks, and they move to 8-0. Individually, Mark, what do you got?
Okay, first, if you've been seeing on TV, the Monroe Central senior football players and cheerleaders taking their traditional final walk down the field. And, we do know Monroe Central will be in the playoffs. It's just a matter of whether they'll have a home game or not. We'll see what happens the next couple of weeks, but the last 2 games on the road for the Seminoles, so this is the last regular season home game.
And also online, correct me if I'm wrong here, Brett, but the senior night ceremonies that went on before the game tonight will be available online, or how are we doing that?
This was senior night here at Monroe Central, and before the game they were all recognized.
I'll check on that and get back to you here while you give the stats.
Okay, let's go through the stats here before we close up. Monroe Central first. Again, your final score tonight was 44-14 in favor of Barnesville. But Monroe Central, a very valiant effort tonight, played a good game, much improved from last year when things really were ugly before. Tucker Howe, the great quarterback tonight, he threw the ball 35 times and completed 16 tonight for a total of 176 yards. Cooper Howe, his brother, had 6 catches for 40 yards. Chance Allen, 2 catches, 14 yards. Corbin Farnsworth, 1 catch for 42 yards. Logan Powell, 3 catches, 23 yards. Max Demchak, 3 catches for 44 yards, including a 33-yard touchdown catch. And Lucas Stiver, 1 catch for 13 yards. So, as we said, 176 yards passing tonight for the Seminoles on 16 of 35. Tucker Howe was intercepted 1 time tonight. Rushing the ball, another great night again by Tucker Howe, the quarterback. He rushed the ball tonight 17 times for 127 yards. A.J. Rudder, 9 carries for 44 yards. Cooper Howe, 1 carry for 1 yard. So add it all up, 172 yards rushing, 106 passing, 348 yards tonight from the line of scrimmage for the Seminoles. They had 1 fumble but did not lose it. The only turnover tonight was the Tucker Howe interception, and if I remember right, that was Eli Messenger with that. But I'm not positive. I didn't write that down. But anyway, there was 1 interception. Barnesville tonight, Casey Carpenter, another solid night throwing the ball.
It was Casey Carpenter.
Casey Carpenter, you're right. Okay, that's right now. I think of that. Tonight, Casey Carpenter, the quarterback for Barnesville, besides having the interception, he threw the ball 12 times tonight and completed 11 of them. He was sacked 1 time for 4 yards. He had no interceptions. Camden Carpenter, 3 catches for 60 yards, including a 22-yard touchdown catch. Brady McIntyre, 2 catches, 23 yards, including a 10-yard touchdown catch. Eli Messenger, a 40-yard touchdown catch to go with another 8-yard reception, 48 yards. Trey Tulliver had 2 catches, 1 6-yard, but then he caught 1 for 6 and was lost 6 yards. So no yards tonight for him on 2 catches. And Colt Carpenter, 1 catch tonight for 35 yards. So you add all that up, passing tonight, 166 yards for Casey Carpenter on 11 of 12 passes. But the big story tonight for Barnesville and their offense, sophomore Trey Tulliver, 19 carries tonight for 266 yards. He had 2 touchdown runs, including 1 near the end of 48 yards, but 266 yards on 19 carries tonight for Trey Tulliver. Kobe Jones, a junior, he carried the ball 7 times for 55 yards. And Camden Carpenter, 1 carry tonight for no yards. Casey Carpenter did not run the ball tonight. So for Barnesville, 321 yards rushing, 166 passing, 487 yards tonight from the line of scrimmage. Barnesville fumbled 3 times tonight and lost 2 of them. Those were their turnovers. Barnesville had 45 yards in penalties, and Monroe Central 47. And so that will finish up tonight, a game, the Battle of Unbeatens tonight, as Barnesville comes out 44-14 in the win. Barnesville will be at home next week against Shenandoah, who last we saw was getting beat soundly by River. And then 2 weeks tonight, Union Local, who lost their first game of the year tonight to St. Clairsville, who's also undefeated. And again, that both those games will be on WBNV and here on YRP TV. So if you can't make the game, or if you got anybody or people that be interested out of the area, please let them know about tonight's or those games on the next two weeks on the radio and TV. Jeff?
Just about does it here. Kind of a workmanlike effort by the Shamrocks. A lot of yardage for Monroe Central. As you said, they're almost 350 yards of total offense, but just not able to get the ball into the end zone until a couple times there in the second half. And by that time, they were already down by 30 points. So there's some, Monroe Central will carry some positives out of this, gaining a lot of yardage against a really good defensive team. But, Seminoles fall to 7-1, and Shamrocks 8-0. Final score once again 44-14 in favor of Barnesville. And that just pretty well explains it. So once again, I'm Jeff Stevens along with Mark Brown. along with Brett Klein and Gina Riley, and saying good night, everybody. Your final score, once again, is Barnesville 44 and Monroe Central 14. Good night.
You've been listening to High School Football, a presentation of AVC Sports on WBNV, Barnesville Woodsfield's 93 BNV.